Hello there! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi! It's better late than never for starting the event. Woohoo! No fear at all. Yeah, no fear. And how's Tunguska? Well, I could only do the last raid. I don't even know if it's still ongoing. But I didn't have that much time to do it because of work. But it's okay. At least I can do the event, and that's what matters. Cries. And speaking of events, there's this event. Woohoo, let's dive into it. Crown Offering. The Holy City bestows a radiant crown. Alrighty, so there's a crown, first thing. They say Laterano is paradise. A land of freedom, happiness, and order. One of the few left in this chaotic world. Have you ever known doubt, my child? How was our city built? How did it grow? And how did it prosper? Why is there only one Laterano? Why is it called the Eternal Paradise? If the fires of war burn once more, and peace falls into ruin before our eyes, will the world continue to tolerate paradise? Danger. Repeat. Danger. Ooh, hello? Danger first thing. Danger level. Analyzing. Maximum. Deploying simulation sequence. Simulation failed. That doesn't sound good. Activating emergency response mechanism. Outputting suitable personnel list. Alrighty. ... What I make of the design? Well, I can't really tell. I barely see anything. To me, it just looks like an ominous, spooky place.
They are here, Your Holiness. Very well. Are you sure about this? There is no precedent for it, aside from the canonization of the popes. It's risky. You are correct. I could find no such record in our millennium of history. But that is of no concern. What is of concern is the warning I received. What about it? What is it about specifically? I would answer your question honestly if I could. Our glowing faith has warned us that danger is near, but no one knows what it is or how it will arrive. I only see a list of names. First on the list is the main character of today's performance. That's why you propose canonizing him? Still, the title of saint is special, reserved for the holy ones who built Laterano. I hold the same title. That's different. You're the Pope, sir. You're conceding a significant amount of power. He will have the right to participate in a multitude of matters, even policymaking. This is no small thing. Easy, Giovanni. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And as I said, there is more than one name on the list. What? Are you proposing that all of them be canonized? That's against the rules.
Well, if the people are used to, being able to tell each other's emotions and stuff, that's just a thing that they're used to. I'm not used to that, so I can say that's weird, but to them, that's normal. And this place is fun. They have lots and lots of good sweets, and you can explode things in the middle of the city for funsies, like those pillars. And that other event. I'm gonna remember that pillar, people. It's like, yes, I feel like exploding this one pillar. Teehee.
Don't be so quick to judge, Giovanni. We need to find them first. I saw some familiar names. Do you know who's on it? No idea. In that case, I'll let it remain a secret for a little longer. Giovanni, I think I'll visit these friends after the ceremony.
Why are there so many balloons? There's even a pie throwing competition on the street up ahead. I had to take a detour because of all the pies on the ground. Is there some sort of festival on?
No idea. Heard it's a ceremony or something, but I don't know the specifics. Who cares at the end of the day? Let's just enjoy the occasion like we always do. Say, do you think I could fly if I tied myself to these balloons?
Do I remember Creed's teacher? Not really. When I think of teacher, I think of... Is it the black-haired lady? Was that the teacher? Or our free boy, Mr. Cherney? You don't have a prayer, even if you lost 20 pounds.
Don't say that. Maybe I could take off my jacket. It's a pretty warm day. Hey, look, new balloons. Here, hold my jacket. I've got to try this.
Hey, be careful.
Whoa, I'm flying. Hey, how do I stop climbing? Oh no, I forgot I'm scared of heights.
Oh, this guy.
Pardon.
Hey, don't go help.
Help, let me down.
Time to pop the balloons.
All right.
Oh, he actually popped them. I was half joking, but yo, he did a thing.
Ouch. Man, that hurt, but thanks. My balloons. You popped them all. Did you really have to be so cruel? It was a logical solution, given the circumstances. I guess, but couldn't you have left me a couple?
He got you down, stop whining. Don't mind this idiot, sir. Where'd you get that outfit? It looks cool.
I can't say.
What do you mean? Was it a gift?
Looks like a work uniform. There's something familiar about it.
Where'd you get a uniform like that? I'm applying. I like this lady's... I like her sense of style. She's like, yo, that's a cool uniform. I want to work there. For the fancy uniform. I like her. She funny.
I'm not sure it's a standard uniform. You can submit your curriculum vitae to the Curia. They led the Sankta. They built a city and named it Laterano. And when disaster looms once more, a new revelation shall dawn upon the Sankta, and a new guide shall lead forth. The paradise of the Sankta shall remain eternal, as witnessed by the world.
We bear witness.
We bear witness.
We bear witness.
Ite missa est. You can raise your head now, my child. No, a different name is appropriate here. Raise your head and stand by my side. Saint Federico Giallo. Or Federico Giallo, the first chosen of Laterano, who does not come from the ranks of the popes. A measured reaction. Not a fan of the balloons. I don't understand. What is the duty of a saint? What is the disaster that looms? Does it call for immediate action? I need to know the details in order to formulate a plan. An appropriate question, but not one I'm able to answer. The warning I received was as cryptic as it was direct. It does not provide for a specific answer. Each era has its own trials and tribulations, for which we can only prepare to the best of our ability. It is certain, however, that you have been chosen because it believes that you have the ability to respond to the unknown. I don't understand. There is no hurry, we have time. Right now. There are other things we can talk about. This garb suits you, Federico. Makes all the cardinals bickering over the cut and color worthwhile. I didn't think that was a cardinal's duty. Let's not be so strict. People can't help but focus on that which draws their interest. I've seen your resume, Federico. I can tell that you're an outstanding executor. The commandments do not bind your thoughts as they do others, eh? Rules can be broken if necessary. Of course, I can't bring myself to disagree. You judge matters by your own standards. That is why you always carry out your missions effectively, if somewhat unorthodoxly. I have a mission for you. I'd intended on going myself, but there are other matters that require my attention. Now, I've found someone who can go in my stead. It will not be an easy task. Expect unexpected complications, the likes of which you have never seen.
Wow, thanks for the warning, my dude. It's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a really, really complicated quest. Oh, fun.
But I believe you're up to it. I want to see why he chose you. Will you go, Federico? Executor Federico, ready for assignment. What is your command? What are you looking at, Arturia?
The flowers, Excellency. This is the only place in the monastery where they grow. I'm glad I made it in time for bloom season. It's a view worth savoring.
Clement will be happy to hear it. It has been a long time since anyone came to see the flowers that he cared for. They used to grow all around the abbey.
Oh, she is here. I didn't realize her name was Arturia.
This is all that is left.
A shame. I understand there is a beautiful story behind them.
There was.
What about now?
Perhaps there still is. But my eyes have grown weak. Flowers are no longer pure enjoyment for me. I've grown too old, spent too much time here. Flowers cannot fill an empty stomach, just as your music can soothe pain but not avert aging.
Some flowers are edible. Flowers can be tasty, my dude.
I know things don't always go according to plan. Perhaps this was inevitable the moment our call for help reached Laterano. Now, only the bitter fruit remains.
Bitter fruit? Even the name itself leaves a bitterness on the tip of the tongue that does not go away. I rather like it, actually. I'm imagining bitter fruit is like bitter melon. Bitter melon's not that bad. Depending. Sometimes it's disgusting, not gonna lie, but it's healthy. Ha 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 ha. Poor soil does not bear sweet fruit.
Poor soil, yes, poor soil. But it's home for people like us. I thought we would find a better, more peaceful life. We had walls that protected us from the wind and rain. We had faith unwavering. Our longing for a peaceful life won out over our longing for home.
I'm imagining there's gonna be a concert going on since you recommended Archetto's story. And hers was about being an idol, so I'm imagining there's gonna be a concert here.
All that was left was to find a quiet corner of the world, where we could live in peace. But now...
The old man's emaciated face twitches slightly. It is as though he is mustering the strength to tear apart that which threatens to crush him beneath his loose skin. His words are replaced by a string of coughs and gasps.
How many years has it been? 50? 60? More? When disaster came from the sea, when we rejected the Inquisition's demands and left Iberia to settle here, I've seen children born and then buried those same children. Life has become hard.
Life is always hard.
Yes, you're right. Look at the living. Where do they belong? I can't tell. Are they of Iberia or of Laterano? We've come too far and too long. Arturia, am I still a Lateran after all these years?
Only you know the answer, Abbot Stefano Torregrossa.
I hope I still am.
Then you are.
You spoke the truth, Arturia. There's no need to test me anymore.
A misunderstanding. I never intended to probe your secrets.
I permitted you to stay because the doors are open to all who bear no ill intentions. But I still don't know what you're seeking, Arturia.
What if I said I seek nothing? I take it you don't believe it. Then let me put it this way. Pay no heed to me. I promise I will not interfere with anything here, nor with your decisions. I'm simply a traveler drawn to this place by the stories here, praying that the ending is a good one. Should I swear in the name of my halo?
You're a cunning one, Artoria, but I believe your words.
The old man falls silent again. Do all who grow old grow dry and stiff? The lines in his face, once so beloved, now cast only lethargy. The eyes have become clouded by the decades they have seen. The face that should have been warmer, gentler, more Lateran.
The holy city never answered all these years, but I never stopped praying. My faith taught me to love, to be kind. It did not teach me to abandon our brothers and sisters, our loyal friends, to abandon the few for the happiness of the many.
The devoted would call it shameful betrayal. Do you?
I don't have that answer, Artoria. Where does the believer go if faith has betrayed itself?
No idea, old man.
Here's the stuff. Get it salted and dried quickly. It should last the winter. I'll get someone on it. Gratias. This meat will buy some time. I'm sorry. Finding game was harder than I thought. With the weather is getting colder. Don't say that. Thanks to you, there will be meat on the table for the children tonight. Don't apologize. Okay, forget what I said. Make them something good for dinner. I would love to, but we've got to ration. Where's Hyman? She didn't get hurt, did she? Don't worry, she's fine. Really? Don't hide anything, okay? An injury is no small thing. No problem. We'll come back if we do need anything. It's getting late, I should go. Hey, Gerald. Everyone's been talking about Laterano. They mean no harm, but they're just a little anxious. Please, don't mind if someone lets something slip. I understand. I see, that's good. Yes.
You don't think we've seen or there's mention if there's a Sankta that lived for 200 plus years? Or more than 100? How old was Outcast? Cause she was pretty old, heck. Even that one sleepy dude at the court. That guy, was he a Sankta too? He seemed pretty old. No idea how old those dudes are. Heck, even the Pope here, how old is he? So who knows how old they be? They could be around that age. Maybe.
Thanks for coming, Raimund. Let's go. We're not needed here. Is Hyman back yet? I haven't seen her all day. Davey led a group out to go look for her. I'll join them later. We've got a scout team ready. We'll have concrete intel when we get back tonight. Good, carry on. Brother Gerald, are we really going to accept things as they are right now? Calm down, Raimund. You know we never had a choice. So we're compromising? What are we? What have all these years been for? What's the difference between us and them? We're just... Raimund! That's enough. But... no buts. I know you don't like it, Raimund. There's still time. There's still someone you want to see. Go and see them.
The heck is going on here? Eating. Ingestion of food for the organism's survival. It is the basis of life and the fundamental instinct of all animals. Eat, digest, metabolize. Activities for the sake of survival. The most legitimate desire there is. Nom 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 nom.
I wanted to persuade you, but now is not really the time. You're weak. Too many things interfere with our thoughts, warp our judgment, preventing us from following the guidance of our faith. You can no longer hear me, can you?
There is no answer. The priest's voice mixes with a strange sound, echoing through the underground space. The sound of eating. The sound of ripping food apart and swallowing it. Life that has lost its original form grows in the shadows.
It's almost winter. The sun has become a rare sight. This building is like a remote island. It has held out long enough. It can no longer hold out. See the gaps in the walls where the drought comes through. There is little fuel left. Many will suffer in the cold without winter supplies. Of course, we're not entirely helpless. There are a couple of small originium veins nearby, aren't there? Originium can be mined there for energy generation, as you have done for many years. But it's dangerous. Everyone knows the risk of a Ripathy infection. Who would take such a risk if they had a choice? Ripathy is a death sentence on an island like this. You left your homes and came here. You accepted the most dangerous jobs in order to find a place to call your new home. You're an indispensable part of this abbey. You still can't hear me, can you? I must admit, I feel a little sad.
Nom 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 nom. Munch crunch. Hello? Anyone? Whoa. What's with all the broken glass?
Fortuna! Good timing. Give me a hand with this window frame, will you? The wind broke the window. I'm trying to plug it up.
No problem. Didn't we fix this a couple days ago? I remember my teeth chattering in the cold while listening to Father Stefano's sermon. Should I get some tape?
I'm afraid tape won't do. The pieces are all over the place, and I don't think I can put it back. Sorry.
Oh man, this scene is just reminding me of some of those really, really bad ads for mobile games, where it's like, oh no, it's winter. The window broke. There's a cold breeze coming through. What do you do? And then some people, or some of the ads, have someone like grabbing like a piece of tape and trying to tape the windows closed. It's giving me that vibes. Why apologize to me? Patrus Clement, it's not your fault. What should we do? Find something to block it up. The wind's rather cold. Should I find some unused fabric?
Don't waste it. Save it for clothes. It's getting cold. There should be some planks left from when Gerald took those old houses apart. I'll go look for them. That will do it for the frame. Thanks, Fortuna. What were you here for anyway?
Oh? I wanted to see if there's anything to eat because I missed lunch. It's all Fina's fault. What's my fault? Fina, what are you doing here? Listening to you talk behind my back. I'm just telling it like it is. This wouldn't have taken so long if you didn't keep going on and on about it. It's because you were dumb enough to get scammed. I told you to be careful of Lemuen. She's been talking to everyone, pretending to care. Who knows what she's really after? You've been absent-minded lately. Did she say anything to you? No, no one said anything to me. I'm not being absent-minded. Yes, you are. We're all Sankta, Tuna. You can't fool me. So is Lemuen. You know she has no ill intentions. Why won't you trust her? Why do you hate people from Laterano so much? We were Laterans too, weren't we? Father Stefano says that we can go back soon. Why did we block up the Lateran emissaries? Why don't we go back? Because Raimon and the others can't go with us. Isn't that reason enough? Do you want to leave them behind? Well, I don't. That's not what I mean. Then what do you mean?
Enough. The abbot has his reasons. Say no more. I'll find some planks to board up the window. You two calm down.
Can't you sense my thoughts, Fina? I can, Tuna. But never mind, I lost my cool. I know that wasn't what you meant. I was wrong too. You always had that gun with you. You got it from your dad, right? I thought it didn't work anymore. It doesn't. Maybe it's a parts problem. And I don't know how to use a gun myself. But I'm not carrying it to use it anyway. I always thought it was a decorative accessory. Partly. Holding the gun like this is like praying. That's what Dad said when he gave it to me. He said it was a Sankta practice. I don't know about any practices like that. My grandma's gun is in a canyon. We can share, Fina. I'll try to get it fixed, then we can use it together. Now, let us pray. To the basement.
The plank should be here somewhere. Aha, there. That should be enough. I could fix the outside windows too, if there are any left over. And fuel. Not much fuel left.
Oh. Seaborn?
Who goes there? No one? Am I seeing things?
The terrain is so strange. Do you still call this a desert? There's a canyon below. Mind your step. Oh. I never knew you were such a gentleman, Rochelle. Nothing good ever happens comes from you complimenting me. Don't be so uptight. Your bank account is safe this time. Is that the nomadic abbey we're looking for?
I think so.
What do we do? Knock on the front door? You think someone will answer?
What do you think, Federico?
Uh-oh. So this is where they're going. Okay.
Approach. Roger. Shall we do a quick briefing first? Target building has been identified. It is a large mobile complex built jointly by Iberia and Laterano in 1011. Official name: Sanctillaminium Ambrosi. Originally controlled by Iberia, it disappeared after staying from its route 61 years ago. Laterano received a request for help from the Abbey 1 month ago and sent two nuncios to investigate.
Straightforward enough up to this point. So how did we end up losing contact with our nuncios and bringing in big guns like you two? Aww. That'd be kinda sad if that was Anita. My mission is
to discover the whereabouts of Cardinal Aid Lumen and Legatus Oren Agrigolas, and to guarantee their safety. I am also to ensure that the Abbey is able to function normally and avoid casualties. So His Holiness wants you to take it easy?
Well, I signed up for Lemuel. I couldn't care less what happens to Oren.
Your personal feelings are irrelevant. Target status is unclear, and we are unable to determine if the inhabitants of the building are hostile. What do we do then? Infiltrate and investigate? No. I suggest we take the most direct path and finish this quickly. If they are deceased, I will return their bones to Laterano.
I like that jab at Oren. Not sorry, Orenberry. Time to pray. Oh no, it's a tutorial stage. Well, it might not be that bad. I assume I can hide in the flowers. Maybe, just maybe. No fear. I'll make it quicker. The enemy is bursting into the monastery, disturbing the residents, and their panic will increase as the battle goes on. Oh no, residents! That means I gotta protect people? And please take note, when the enemies pass by a resident, their panic level will immediately increase. Understandable. However, residents can calm down when they are next to a holy statue, and they will not be as easily frightened. Yes, just stay by the statue, my dude. Look at him running. Okay, this should be fine. Residents will become terrified when their panic level hits a certain threshold. When this happens, they will quickly expend their energy by erratically dashing around the map in search of a holy statue to pray at. Sir,
You were standing by one earlier. Why are you running some more?
Well, I guess this is fine. He can stand here.
Ah, it seems like he's calmed down a little after finding a holy statue.
Praying at a holy statue will effectively pacify the residents and calm them down. Yes, just stay there, sir. Can you stop? Oh, the residents can fall there? Ew.
Bad news. There's a hole just ahead, and those terrified fellas running amok are gonna fall straight in.
Oh no, you will not, sir. Don't worry. We can patch up the holes for them with the spare timber we have on hand. As one does, we just carry this around with us, you know? Because of them bad mobile game ads. They should do it for now. Okay.
I just patched that hole up, sir. I feel fear when you walk over it.
I want him to chill. Just chill, dude. Look how chill he is. Yeah, he's just gonna chill for now. Nope, just chill. Just chill, just keep chill. Stay calm, my dude. No running. He's just like, ah, yes, pretty light by the statue. I like it here. Nice and calm.
Home sweet home.
And there's statues.
Home sweet home.
It was autumn at the time, and I was trekking through the barren wastes with a few Iberians who were fleeing their homeland. Just when we thought we were going to meet our ends there, the abbey appeared in front of us. It seemed like some sort of miracle, the act of divine intervention that couldn't be real. The venerable abbot, Bishop Torgrosa, took in those people who had nowhere to go. He was a respectable elder, most pious and devout in his ways. Under his management, this monastery, cut off from the rest of the land by the wilderness, became its own fantastical domain of sorts. Here, people whose lives would normally never intertwine lived in harmony, depending on one another. They lived in material poverty, but not spiritual poverty, making no distinction between class, all putting their best feet forward to live life. I knew it. This handwriting. When I made my request, the abbot replied to me after an extended silence, saying that while he would not refuse aid to those in need, there was not much he could do because of my distance. Maybe because I wasn't expecting much in the first place, I didn't feel too bad about being turned down. If anything, he seemed to be more guilty and chagrined about turning down my unreasonable request than the person who made it in the first place. I am deeply gratified that there exists such a paradise for good people, but at the same time, I could not help but raise this one question. Can this miracle, like a seed that refuses to adapt to its soil, to the soil it's grown in, truly persist on this land? Maybe I've been here a bit too long. It's about time I set out again to Laterano. People whose lives would normally never intertwine, making no distinction between class. Yes, when I first saw the scene, I also doubted my eyes a bit. Yeah, she looks nice in her new dress. If I was speaking just for myself, I'd really hope this piece, rare as it is, could last forever. Come in.
Are you busy, Signora Lemoine? Remember that pattern you were talking about earlier? Some of the others tried embroidering it onto a quilt with me. How do you think it turned out?
Let's see. Excellent craftsmanship. It wouldn't surprise me to find it on display in a store.
You're exaggerating. Now that it's getting colder, the blankets that you have with you might not be enough to keep you warm, so everyone pitched in some fabric.
I appreciate the concern, but if you give it to me, the others might not have enough. You should think about them first. I know how I look, but I'm actually plenty tough. I don't get sick easily.
Haha, don't worry about us. As long as everyone chips in, it's not a big deal. But I must say, I'm not sure tough is what comes to mind when I look at you. What's Laterano thinking these days, sending you so far away?
Well, about that, it's a question I'd like to ask my superiors. That's so sweet of them. They made her a blanket, they even embroidered it. Oh, that is so precious. Why don't we go back?
Because Ryman and the others can't go with us. Isn't that reason enough? Do you want to leave them behind? Well, I don't.
Stupid Fina. Do you really think I'm that cold-blooded? Of course I'm not going to leave behind the people I grew up with. But we can just stay stuck like this forever. But we can't just stay stuck like this forever. Tempers have been really high lately. Is there no better solution? Well, of course Lemlin would be a final boss candidate. She won that sniping competition before, didn't she? Like, she's scary. Huh.
What's wrong? Why are you sighing for this time? That's odd. Why are you here by yourself? Delphina's not with you.
Raymond, what's that supposed to mean? It's not like Delphina and I are stuck together.
You might as well be. You're close enough. Just one step from sharing a bed.
Oh my. We do sleep together sometimes, though. Hey, wait, that's not the point. When'd you get back anyway? I heard you went hunting with Senior Gerald. Any luck? Didn't get hurt, did you? Make sure you let us know if you ever do get hurt. Don't be like Senior Gerald, who just toughs it out by himself.
I'm fine. I don't need you worrying over me for no reason.
For no reason? Who's the one who said nothing until his wounds got inflamed? And who's the one who went down into the mines without permission and barely made it back? You.
I know. Let's just say it was my fault, okay?
Huh? Let's just say?
It was my fault. Fortuna.
Yes?
Actually, I came back because I wanted to ask you, and Delphina, and of course the others as well. I wanted to ask if you wanted to come with us.
The young man stopped speaking halfway through. He suddenly falls silent. Raymond?
Never mind, it's no big deal. I need to leave for a bit, and might not be back until late. Fortuna, can you come to the roof in the sacrarium before dinner? Bring Delphina with you too. There's something I need to tell you too.
I seriously love Serpilia's design. Especially her hair color. Yo, I love that hair color. It's just so pretty to me. Let me take a look. What's going on here? They even built a road by the monastery. It stretches all the way to the edge of the city. Is it really so cramped inside? I personally think it's plenty spacious.
Are there so many people here? It must be tough being a crowd that big. Especially out in the Barrens. See for yourself. Someone's coming.
Oh, someone just walked out. Should be one of the residents?
Where'd Hyman run off to?
Oh? Salva sis. Hottie with the hidden face. I love her priorities. Like, oh yes, he's hot.
Who's there? Halos, you're Sankta. I don't care who you people are. I mean, who you people are, what you're after, but you're not coming any closer. Let's not jump right to drawing swords and crossbows. We've only just met. Why don't we all take a deep breath and talk things through? Good afternoon, Senior. The three of us here from Laterana without any ill intent. No need to be so tense. I'd be pleased as punch if you'd lower your weapon. But bring some Laterans all the way out to these remote mountains.
I cannot imagine being in a place like this just because if they don't have any like technology, or not really, or not technology, no, they have technology, but do they have like electricity? I can't tell. Cause I saw lamps and I'm like, I mean, originium powered stuff does technically count, but I'm too spoiled by electronics. Anywhere without, like, Wi-Fi, I suffer.
We were sent here by His Holiness in search of 2 compatriots. You're wasting your time, Rochelle. It's clear to me that he knows exactly who we are and why we've come. He has hostile intent. You clearly have strong animosity towards Laterano, judging from the displeasure on your face. From where does your hostility come? I have no idea what you're talking about. You've been standing by the entrance to this side alley this whole time. You're deliberately trying to block our view. You don't want our attention there. So what is in there? Who do you think you are? Alright, Federico. There's no need to provoke the other side, though I'm sure that wasn't your intention. You haven't forgotten this mission. The mission His Holiness gave us, right? Low-key, low-key. We can't afford to make a mess of things again. I wasn't trying to provoke anyone. Ha, you Laterans are always like this, showing up out of nowhere, making a mess out of everything. Given the information we have, your situation wasn't looking good to begin with. I dare you to say that again. Want to fight? Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, I half expected that to turn to the fight scene. The air is awfully tense over there. Federico has a way of drawing attention, and then makes light work of burglary. But that hooded guy over there, something's not right here. Forget it. I'll figure out the math later. First, I need to find our target. Let me guess who you might be, Lemoine. Looks like no shortage of guests today. Hello, Senior Gerald.
I thought I got to see Stefano here.
His Excellency still has a lot of business to attend to. He just left. He can't have gotten very far, so given your athleticism, I'm sure you could catch up to him.
Thanks. I haven't heard you hitting the strings today.
If you enjoy the sound of my music, I don't mind playing something for you right now.
I'll pass. I'm very grateful for the joy you've been able to bring some of our people. But not everyone finds comfort in your music, at least I don't. I can't imagine why a musician like you chooses to remain here, but I do hope you won't bring disaster upon us.
You think too highly of me. As far as I know, disasters have always been buried in the soil, from whence they take root, sprout, blossom, and bear fruit. If such a seed exists in a garden, it will break through the soil sooner or later, and I am simply a passerby watching it all unfold.
We have no seeds that ought to sprout. Before long, everything will return to normal. There will be no accidents, let alone disasters. All I ask, young lady, is that you don't do anything unnecessary.
Are you giving advice?
No. I'm giving you a warning.
I don't think Federico acts like a machine, though. He's just very, very blunt, which is entertaining to an extent. Like, blunt dudes are fine. He's a stoic, blunt type. Then again, a lot of them are pretty goofy. So I can see how he stands out. Like, those guys are like, ooh, balloon! Let me tie a bunch of balloons to myself. Tee-hee-hee. Oh no, I'm afraid of heights. Or the ones who are like, let me explode this pillar for funsies. Tee-hee. Or let's go get some sweets. I want some cake and pie, etc., etc. You need at least one serious person there. He's the one serious dude to balance everything out. Sounds roundabout, insensitive words. Though I suppose the fact that you haven't done anything means you're holding back, right? I suppose that's to be expected, given the circumstances. Oh my. It's Bebes. Pretty. Ma'am? Indeed. No shortage of guests today. Please come in, my unexpected little visitors. My name is Artoria. Would you mind telling me yours? I love their puppets. The hand puppets are adorable.
Okay, stop talking like that, Federico. I didn't say anything wrong. Just stay quiet for now, right? And you, young man, let's not do anything rash. We really are looking for one of our missing colleagues, and whoever you might be, we mean you no harm. Humph, you sure can talk. That bruiser of yours means me no harm. Ahem, well, you have my word, either way. Could you please let us through? If you could tell the man in charge we're here, that would be ideal. Serpilia, huh? Where did Serpilia go? She's already inside. Huh? When she? Just now. Gah! I can't you let her run roughshod. Aren't you here to see the abbot? Come with me. Haha. Great. Does it mean you're letting us in? A warning first. No running off like that woman. Oh no, hurry, someone! Clement, what's wrong? What happened? Thank goodness, Raimund. But the others know. A raid? Yeah, that's right. Raimund. Who are these two?
A raid? Oh no, more raid bosses like in the Tunguska event. Eee!
Don't worry about them. What's going on? Right. It's terrible. I was repairing the windows just now when I saw something moving in the distance.
Hey, those could be the Damati bebes. They take on the form of others. So they could be deciding, you know what sounds fun? I want to be here. I want to be a cute little baby burb.
The band of robbers before, they're back.
Oh no, robbers! Time to bonk 'em. Home sweet home. And this event had was it 9 parts? Something like that? I just want to make sure I get there like half tonight. That is a goal. Tonight, half-seas. And then the next time, the other half-seas. And these guys are gonna be running around soon. They're gonna be scared. But it's okay, I can protect them. Unless I don't have to protect them, then that's cool. I can destroy them. No, I'll protect these dudes. I'll be good. Time to bring out wonderful Susie. Might as well just bonk these two. Bonk. Yeah, no fear. Sirs, stop running. You're losing HP, sirs. You don't got the stamina, my dudes. Bad. Bad. Okay, section 5 seems like a good goal then. Oh no, there's a bat. I will use Susie to help me. Susie saved me. Meh, might as well help that dude. Again, their stamina's not that good. Look at them losing HP by running. Sir, just chill. Just calm down. Zen. Be zen, my dudes. Be very, very zen. Just chill and stop breaking the machine. Yeah, just chill. We're calm here. It's all good here. Stop it, sirs. Get out of here, bats. Okay, all good. I'm not gonna like those bats. Raimund's acting all shifty. What is it he can't tell me right now? Something that has to wait until after dark? I don't get it, but whatever. He can do his own thing. It's already so late. I'm only now bringing the food over. Senora Lemuen must be starving by now, and these portions are tiny. Be patient, stomach. Stop growling already. Didn't you just eat a minute ago? I really hope I can feast one day. Just eat all I want without worry. I wish that for you too, Fortuna. Who's there? I know you're here. Who are you? Who's hiding over there? Even if you keep quiet, I already saw you. You are from the Abbey. Come out. If you don't, I'm gonna call the others over. I mean, I'm gonna pull that trigger. Alright, I'm coming out. Huh, I guess I messed up. You sure have sharp eyes. Was it the light from my wings? I knew it. It's way too easy to pick out a Sankta, what with everyone having different wings and halos. Good grief. And here I was thinking I wouldn't need to be all that sneaky. I've never seen you before. Who are you? Okay, Senora. Let's put the gun down first. That isn't something a nice girl should be pointing at her own kind. You're a Sankta too. You can feel that I don't have anything against you. I am, I guess you can call me a justice bringer this time. Yeah, something like that. Since I'm here to save people and all. Fine, if you don't want to talk, I'm gonna call for help. Whoa, settle down there. Oof! Let go of me! Sure, but you better not scream. Sorry, didn't do a good job controlling my strength there. Are you alright? Who exactly are you, and what are you after? It's nothing I can't tell you. I'm looking for someone. Another Sankta just like me. Pink hair, probably still in a wheelchair. She's got a kind and gentle look to her, but her personality is actually anything but. Is she talking about Lemuen? That look on your face tells me. You know who I'm talking about? My lucky day. The food you just brought over, who's it for? I've got a feeling you're taking it to Lemuen, right? How did she know? Looks like I'm running the money again. You really need to work on your poker face. So, would you mind telling me how Senora Lemuen has been doing? You prefer not to say, huh? Or are you not allowed to? You're hesitating and a bit scared. Stop it! Stop making things up! Am I making things up? I guess you'd know. You seem to have a lot on your mind, which feels a little odd. How could a cloistered place like this have so much trouble? Where is all that coming from? Are you getting into fights because there aren't many of your own kind here? That's none of your business. Isn't it? Are you saying that because the patron firearm you're holding hasn't been maintained in a while because it's rusting? I don't mind helping you out with that. I'm pretty good at gun repair, so why don't we do a little trade? You just tell me where Lemuen is, that's all. Why not tell me? I bet you already have an idea of who I am, right? You look pretty smart to me. Did Laterana send you too, like Senora Lemuen? I was. That's enough small talk now. I'm a bit short on time. You're really not gonna tell me where Lemuen is? Huh, well, if that's how it is, that's how it is. Say. Let me take care of delivering that food for you. That's that then. Valet. That's the ultimate truth detector or lie detector test. Yeah, you can't really tell, or you can't really lie to each other. It's kind of... That's good for the interrogation, at least.
Last one. That should wrap things up. These people are bandits. They sure know how to make a ruckus. Federico, how are things on your end? I heard a whole bunch of commotion over there. You didn't blow up any buildings, did you? I did not. Great, well done. I'm just wrapping up over here as well. Thank you so much, you two are incredible. That should teach the robbers to behave themselves for a while. It sounds like this isn't the first time you've been attacked, is it? How often does this sort of thing come up? If you came from Laterano, you must know how difficult it is to travel these roads. If we didn't have a ride, it wouldn't have been able to get here so easily. Nobody wants to hang around a place like this except the truly desperate. As you saw, there's nothing out here in these barren lands except this monastery. Once those thugs set their sights on us, do you expect them to give up? He's right. Now that it's almost winter, they'll be coming more often. That reminds me, didn't Benny hurt his leg last time? How's he doing? He's still got a bit of a limp. Only option is to tough it out. By the way, who are these two? We're, I suppose you can call us emissaries from Laterano. Ah, guess from Laterano. How are you called? Executor Federico of the Laterano Notarial Hall. Executor Rochelle. We have another colleague with us, but she's already one step ahead. Signor Federico. Signor Rochelle. You don't seem surprised. Sure, we knew it was only a matter of time before Laterano sent another. The only question is what kind of guest we would be getting. I thought.
The tall, thin, and frail middle-aged man subconsciously glances at the guns in the hands of the two Lateran visitors.
I thought the next time they sent someone, it would be to hand down charges. Charges? What crimes have you committed? Under the Notarial Hall's purview, most criminals see a reduced sentence upon surrendering themselves and obtaining the forgiveness of the wronged. Surrender? Sentence? Huh? What are you talking about? Hold on, Federico. We don't have a handle on this situation yet. Let's not worry about that until we find Lemon and Orin. Sorry. We'd like to talk to the man in charge here. Do you think you could arrange that for us? Ah, yes. Give me a second. I'll go. No need. Thank you for your assistance. I will be the man you're looking for. Sorry, I was one step too late. Your Excellency, and Gerald. Brother Gerald. Would you be the most reverend abbot of this monastery? And this, Signor Gerald, is he also community leader? No, he is not. Haha, true enough. I am no such important person. I realize you must have many questions. Please, come. Let us find a more suitable place to talk. Clement, please close the gate, and don't let anyone approach for the time being. But Your Excellency, I'll be here. Raymond, you keep at it. Alright, be careful out there, brother. Then I'll be waiting for you at the door. If you need anything, feel free to call for me.
I like how close-knit this group is. They seem to really care for each other.
Alright, now no one will disturb us. I am the bishop here, Stefano Torregrossa, and I also serve as an abbot of this monastery. It is a pity that you two came such a long way, only to find our hospitality so lacking. We have no need for meaningless pleasantries. Under the power vested in us by His Holiness, Pope Evangelista the 11th, my colleagues and I came to locate two Lateran nuncios. I ask, where are Lemuin and Orin Agriolas? I suppose I have no choice but to tell you. Signora Lemuin is currently a guest of our monastery, but do not worry, we would never mistreat a guest, and her safety is assured. What about Orin Agriolas? The whereabouts of Senior Orin is actually what I want to ask you. Is it not the case that you arrived so quickly because he contacted a Lateran? What? Senior, I'm afraid your statement is inconsistent with our intelligence. It is our understanding that Sanctilla Minium Ambrosi sent a distress message to Laterano. We dispatched two nuncios in response, and lost contact with both of them. And so, His Holiness sent us here to find our people and investigate the situation. Does any of that conflict with what you know? We were unable to retain Senior Orin. By that you mean you weren't able to keep Orin restrained. You can say that again. He was on edge the whole time. When inviting Signora Lemuin to remain our guest, he took advantage of the distraction and slipped out. We don't know what happened to him after that. Federico. Yes? Orin escaped, but hasn't shown himself or contacted us. Does that ring any alarm bells for you?
Orin's just being sus now. On a scale from 1 to 5, how much I want to see Orin, I'm gonna give him a 1. Like, If Orin doesn't show up, that's fine. Orange is a sus dude, causing trouble in both events.
Yes. You could add a little more than just yes. And my becloaked friend, I can't imagine any of the ordinary residents here would be quite so in the know. Who exactly are you? Think of me as a hunter here, or maybe a bodyguard. No need to worry about me. Alright then, we'll just run with that for now. Set Orin aside for now. We demand a reasonable explanation for Signora Lemuin's circumstances. Why would a monastery need to restrict the movements of a Lateran nuncio who came to offer aid? Your answer will determine our subsequent actions. Considering you're both Lateran emissaries, you should already be familiar with the monastery's history. Our knowledge is limited to the information in the mission briefing. Over a decade ago, we entered the waste to avoid a catastrophe, ran out of fuel, and the monastery has been trapped here ever since. Unable to communicate with the outside world, all we could do is try to farm for ourselves, but the soil in these parts is mostly fallow, and not much food grows these days. That's not all. The beasts that wander the barrens, and the robbers even more vicious than beasts, all pose grave threats. We never had much choice, so we decided to take in vagrants wandering the wastes. Taken is far too generous a term. No, we did no such act of charity. We were merely accepting people who had no home to return to. There are many reasons a person can become uprooted, and we did nothing more than offer them a new place to stay. Stefano, a point of clarification. There's one thing I'd like to ascertain. Whoa, Federico, what are you? Hey, don't! Reverend Executor, that is most unusual. I'm finished. You really just went for it. But this is definitely something. Your Excellency, can I ask you to explain what's going on here? In the heart of Lateran Monastery, why have we found a Sarkaz? Well, I guess that's that. I apologize if you find this offensive. But what are you doing here? I already told you, I'm just a hunter. Gerald the Hunter. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you believe me.
I believe you, Gerald. Gerald the Hunter. You were getting food for that one dude, so him and his kids can eat for the winter. Gerald the Hunter and his group of hunters. River of Life. Ah, there's holes people can fall into. Yay! Woohoo! Oh man, I gotta protect people. Wait, do not bring friend. Just bring yourself, and then that way you can easily farm afterwards. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. That's how it be. In a place far, far away, there once was a village where the people led happy lives. Some built homes to shelter the others from the elements. Some reclaimed farmland. Others set out to hunt, search for ores, and at the same time fought back scoundrels who would take the village for themselves. No concept of ego existed among these villagers. No difference between self and other. No one could survive without the rest. They lived together in that small village and called it home. But nothing could last forever. The soil yielded less and less. Hunting become more and more difficult. And as food dwindled, stomachs grumbled in hunger. The cold months crept closer and closer, but there was not enough fuel for heat. Something had to be done about this, and so everyone said, "This must be a trial given to us by the Lord, and we must pray for forgiveness." Just at that time, a group of well-meaning people came by, and upon seeing the plight of the village, spoke to the head of the villagers. "Come live with us in our city, but we can only bring those who are most like us. Come and enjoy a better life. All you need to do is leave a few of you behind." I don't like this story, Senor Arturia. Same, that story's pretty mean. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a better life, but only you, not you. Not you. Okay, but you, not you. But the rest of you can come. Why not? Starving is really bad, it hurts. Yeah, it's bad. And so is leaving your friends behind. Yes, that is very correct idea of collectivism, with a little bit of heroism mixed in, or even romanticism. Romantic stories do have ways of stirring the heart, but it is exactly that romanticism and high-mindedness that is a way of confounding others, naturally. Neither you nor I are immune. Big words. I don't get it at all. You're talking like a weirdo again, Signora Toria. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. Let's go with a different story then. What would you like to hear? I wanna hear a hero story. You all want to become heroes? I wanna be a great hero. Just like Mama. Wow, your mama sounds amazing. Be good now and give me just a moment.
I seem to have caught you at a bad time. Am I interrupting you, Artoria?
You ask despite already knowing. Most Reverend Bishop Aulas.
Apologies, it was not my intent to displease you. I merely came to bid you farewell. Owing to the addition of an unexpected traveling companion, I plan to leave as soon as possible and escort my companion back home.
Allow me to offer up a prayer to this pitiful soul.
I'm not trying to fight with you here. Especially not in front of the children. However, pitiful would never be used to describe one's resolve to live.
Resolve. Resolve. The amount of control we have over our own lives is often not as perfect as we believe it to be. And no one is ever the wiser until proven otherwise. Think of things that one must never do. They're often already done by the time their senses return to them. Does the act of blame contradict the heart's inner desires? Who is to say that our so-called resolve is not just a coping mechanism used to deceive ourselves? At times like these, where are our truest emotions and intentions hidden? When will the day come that one's thoughts, emotions, and actions can truly be unified? Is this not the point of your inquiry, sir? It seems that today is in which a great many things will unfold. I hear a commotion outside, as if some acquaintances have come knocking. If I were you, Bishop Aulas, I would not be in such a hurry to leave just yet. Sorry to keep you waiting. You took forever, Signora Toria. So slow. Please forgive me. Why don't I tell you an extra spectacular story to make up for it? Do you want to hear a story of a grand battle between heroes and villains? I do. Alright then, you must listen carefully. A long time ago in a faraway castle, there lived a young boy. The boy didn't express much emotion and rarely spoke, but he was incredibly fierce in a fight. Wait, don't pan to another part. I want to hear the rest of the story.
I told you I'm just a hunter. If that's not enough to satisfy you, then I don't mind trying something else. I'm just an ordinary, roughly middle-aged sarcas. I do not believe that is the entire truth. That weapon behind you, you carry it always. You actively conceal your movements, which is a mercenary's habit. That's for self-defense. You saw it yourself. Those bandits are always raiding us. Things aren't so peaceful here. That does not explain why you have a mercenary's habit. I've got farm equipment in my hands more than weapons these days. I hunt for a living here. Sometimes I work in the fields or in the mines when I have to. No need to get all excited about these old hands of mine. I'm just an ordinary guy, bound up by life. Federico, stay mindful of our mission here. I don't think now's the time to be chasing hypotheticals. A reasonable determination. Would Your Excellency mind explaining the situation? Sorry to bring you trouble, Stefano. No, you have nothing to apologize for, Gerald. As the two of you might surmise... It
would be cute though if you really were them as twins. Plus, it would make sense because they like stories. Damacy likes stories too. Lots and lots of stories. Though I'm curious about Mama.
Over a decade ago, Gerald brought a small group of Sarkas to the monastery. At the time, they were stranded in the barrens without food or ammunition. When they found our monastery, they had no choice but to try to make contact. You didn't expel them, so they chose to settle here. Is there a difference between driving out those who have been cornered and driving them into your corner yourself? I guess that makes sense. At first, not everyone was accepting of our new neighbors. But rootless hatred and prejudice have no purchase when survival is at stake. We provided a place for these people to stay, and in turn, they helped us deal with our own problems, our food shortage, the bandit threat, and our gradually depleting energy supply. They relied on us, so we relied on them. But you still chose to send messengers to contact Laterano. A choice made in the absence of choice. Laterano is willing to provide us with assistance, and is also willing to welcome us back in. However, even Lemuel, the nuncio willing to grant us the most concessions, still held one non-negotiable condition. Sarkas have no place in paradise. No place, why? On the basis of race alone, just because they're Sarkas. How are they any different from us? Without these stalwart brothers and sisters, we would have lost our fight for survival long ago. Where was Laterano during all that time we were supporting each other? So let me beg the two of you to once again plead to the wisdom of His Holiness the Pope, and to your faith.
The haggard old man raises both his hands. He both appears to be holding up his faith, as well as crumbling beneath its overwhelming weight. The Sancta's faith is formless, intangible, nowhere to be found. His fingers grasp for the halo above his head in vain, and the old man's hands gradually slipping until they cover his face.
What Lemuel said is correct. There will not be Sarkas in Laterano. Nor will Laterano allow any Sarkas through her gates. Hey, Federico, you don't have to be so blunt. This is a fact. Enough, Stefano. I already told you, we accept it. You go to Laterano and we'll find a place to start over. The nuncio, Lemuel, promised us some support. But in name, we have to go our separate ways. It's always been a fact. The fact that they even offered us that much is already more than expected. It's more than enough. No, it shouldn't be a fact. It's certainly not enough. Don't get it. That we even nominally have to go our separate ways only makes this all the more ridiculous. Sorry, Stefano. We've given up. What? What do you mean? What I mean is, you don't have to subject yourself to all this just for our sake. You don't need to be so hard on yourself. I've talked to the others. We decided. We're leaving. What are you saying? I assume that settles things, Reverend Executors. We'll leave. It just means letting go of a group of destitute refugees. You can do that, right? The Notorial Hall does not harm innocent civilians. I'm glad. Really, Federico? I do not lie. How should I put this? Well, whatever. You're leading this operation, so if that's what you decided, I won't object. I swear to you, a Sarkas has never been in a Lateran sacrarium. That in itself does not constitute a crime. Really now? How should I say this? There's actually no explicit prohibition on it. Bishop Stefano Torregrossa, I will continue to pursue the whereabouts of Orin Agriolas, based on your testimony. May I take it that you've accepted the conditions put forth by Lateran. Then all monastery residents, with the exception of Sarkas, will be resettled in Laterano at a later date. If you remain silent, I will interpret that as your tacit consent. Stefano. Time. What? I need a bit more time. I would finish my final sermon and spend one last night here. Please, give me just a bit more time at the very end. I will give you an answer after matins tomorrow. What do you think, Federico? Fine. Now I wish to meet with Cardinal Aide Lemoine. Signora Lemoine is our guest. Of course you may visit her if you wish. Understood.
I do like how close everyone is in here. They're adorable. They like taking care of each other. Like, even with Lemoine, they gave her blankies. They even embroidered it.
In that case, we will take our leave. Hey, wait a second. Let me say something first, Federico. Am I still holding on to some of my old merc habits? Looks like even after all these years, some habits die hard. Gerald, are you absolutely certain of this? Sure, Stefano. You know I wouldn't joke around with this stuff. We're all bound by the need to survive. What you said was no lie.
Anyone home? I brought your winter clothes. Oh, that's weird. Where's everybody today? Fina, what are you doing standing around here? Oh, Carolyn, perfect timing. I came by to drop off everyone's winter clothes, but is something going on? I've been walking around all day and haven't seen a soul. What are you all busy with? We have some stuff to take care of. Thanks for coming all the way out here. But we're fine with what we have. We already have enough winter clothes, so you can take these back. Also, tell the others not to worry about us. What are you talking about? When in the last few years have any of us had enough to get through the winter? Aren't you still wearing that light coat, Carolyn? The temperature's going to drop pretty soon, so we need to get you to something a bit thicker. Fina, is something wrong? What's that in your hand? Oh, it's nothing. Just some hardtack. No, let me see it. Hey, wait! The Sankta girl reaches out to snatch a suspend, the supposed hardtack from behind the other girl's back. Almost instinctively, she splits a dry, hard thing down the middle before she is pushed away. Stuffed inside the hardtack are truths hidden away all this time, finally exposed to your eyes. What is this? Bran and sawdust? Carolyn? Didn't you say you had more than enough food? Then why are you eating this? No, Fina, listen to me. We were just... Just what? Talk to me, Caroline. Tell me, what depths have we stooped to these days? They're so nice! Knock. Knock, 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 knock. The sound of knuckles rapping at the door. The door isn't actually locked, but the guests outside still continue to knock and wait for a response. This used to be a secret code agreed upon by several friends from school. So much time has passed that Lemoine thought that she forgot, but the facts prove that she has not forgotten. The meaning of the code words tapped by the guest is rescue successful and first arrival. Come in. Self, room service. Gratias. Please put the food over there on the table. Do you need a tip? You can't just ask if you need a tip. It's gotta come from the heart, right? I guess you have a point. You don't seem surprised at all, Lemoine. Are you disappointed if that's me? Of course not. The fact that you're here means that the news of this place has already reached Laterano, right? Well, more or less. That Oran guy actually left you behind and ran off by himself. When I get back, I'm going to tell Mostima and Fiametta. Ahaha. Cut him some slack, won't you? Boo. Alright then, back to business. I know His Holiness wouldn't send you here alone, which means... I need you to report your mission, as well as who's with you. Who would be scarier between Apple Pie and Lemoine? Lemoine, because she won that sniper competition. I ain't gonna forget that. That means she's terrifying. Switch to your business voice, huh? Alright then. Cardinal Aide Lemoine. This mission was commissioned directly by His Holiness and is led by Federico, executor of the Notarial Hall. The other functionary is Rochelle Colombo, another executor who volunteered to come. Our first objective is to locate you and Oren, and the second is to investigate this monastery. Oh right, Federico also has another mission to maintain order. Unfortunately, I think His Holiness picked the wrong guy for the job this time. And that concludes my report. I see. So His Holiness actually sent that Federico, huh? Okay, I get the gist of things. Gracias, Ria. Again with the nicknames. Come on, you should know better. So what are you gonna do next? On the surface, it looks like your movements are being restricted. But in fact, it's you who doesn't want to leave, right? If you wanted to leave, nobody here would stop you. My legs aren't fully healed yet. Like that makes a difference. You trust me too much, Ria. Though I suppose that's fine. Alright. It's true that I decided to stay behind. If Federico is trying to arrest the bishop here on charges of false imprisonment, I'd appreciate if you could clear up the situation for me. Also, sorry, but I don't plan on leaving just yet. Mind if I ask why? The reason, let's just say that diplomacy isn't something that can be settled with guns and bullets alone. When it comes to a shootout, the odds are always in my favor, but if I have to sit down for a negotiation, I need to tread carefully or I might end up persuaded by the other party. It just so happens that I get along quite well with the residents here, so I want to see who ends up changing their mind first. Oh? When you put it that way, it sounds like you're planning on compromising. Back in school, you watched me for an entire year just to make sure I showed up to class. I thought it'd be a shame if you couldn't get your diploma for attendance reasons. As for the problem we have here, I still have a friendly attitude at least, right? I knew Oren would report their situation here, which is why I chose to stay behind. I've had a bad feeling about it, and I don't want to provoke the bishop any further. With all the information I have on the monastery now, if there ever arises another opportunity to sit down at the negotiation table, I may be able to get him to relax a little and accept my proposal. I thought you'd say as much. I'm glad you understand. That's not what I said. But that's what you're thinking. I kinda hate empathy sometimes. Now, don't talk like that. How much do you know about the situation here? Enough. Nothing special about it other than the group of sarcas. Did you know they sent a total of 3 messengers? Leah. What? I had the impression that you never liked field missions. What made you sign up for this one? Maybe that I wanted to see you? Liar, liar. Anyway, I'll find the others and explain our situation first. But to be entirely honest, I don't think what you're doing here is going to accomplish anything. It's worth a shot. You're getting scarier and scarier, Lemuel. Not like it matters, though.
Finally mustered the means to reach out to me. Here I thought you'd abandon the mission after seeing Lemuel.
Who knows? Might not work out.
No joke. Please, spare me.
You brought it up. Alright. I don't have time to chat either. Let's talk business. Oh no, is she talking to Orenberry? Phew, dealing with guys like him really wears you down. What a pain in the ass this mission. Never would have taken it if I knew. Huh? Who's there? Whoa, didn't think you'd actually follow me, girly. I can't have you running around the monastery by yourself. I need to keep an eye on you to make sure you don't do anything bad. And, there's also a favor I'd like to ask of you. And of course I'll pay you back for it. Ooh, favor. Let's see. Flour, eggs, and, where's the leftover sugar from last time? I've been trying so hard to scrounge up leftover ingredients from dinner every day. So why is there still so little? I need enough for Serpilia, Ava Stefano, Fina, and Raimond, and also Petrus Gerald, Petrus Clement, Signora Carolyn, and... There's not going to be enough, though. I believe in you, Fortuna. I hope the group can just stay together, even though it seems like they're gonna separate. But if they can stay together, that'd be nice. Tuna? I'm coming in, okay? There's something I have to tell you. What are you doing in here? Oh, Fina, I was just about to go look for you. Do you still remember when I helped Amita Nina with farm work for a month? Where did I put that bit of white sugar I got in return? How long ago was that? Where are you going now? What do you need sugar for? And where'd you get all those cooking ingredients? Wait, Tuna, don't tell me you're still trying to make sweets at a time like this. Fina, what's wrong? Are you mad at me? I wasn't trying to hide food from you. I just wanted to prepare a surprise for everyone. Fina, don't be mad at me, okay? I promise you'll be the first to have some after I'm done. Tuna, you forget it. Just put those things down. Now's not the time to be doing stuff like this. Huh? But what? But I promised someone I'd make Pizzella as a gift. A gift? Yeah, she helped me fix up my patron firearms, so I have to thank her. It's like a miracle, Fina. Once this gun got fixed, I felt something different about it just holding it in my hands. It's like I knew how to use it from birth. Look, it's even prettier now, and the two of us will be able to use it together from now on. You know what, Tuna? I actually never cared that much about my own firearm, or for Ava Stefano's sermons. I don't even care that I've never seen Laterano. Huh? Fina, what are you talking about? Can I even really be called a Sankta? Maybe I can, but I care about you and Raimond and Ava Stefano and Petrus Gerald and Petrus Clement, Amita Nina, Carolyn. I care about everyone here. This is my only home and they're my only family. What are you talking about, Fina? Of course I care about everyone else just like you. No, it's not the same. If you were just like me, if you knew how hard Raimond and the others have it, then you wouldn't be in the mood to make your joke of Pizzella at a time like this. You wouldn't be so naive. I kind of feel like you changed after those people from Laterano showed up. Huh? Of course I haven't. Tuna, that gun of yours. Was Lemuel the Lateran who fixed it up for you? Nah, not Lemuel, that other one.
Your Excellency, I've allowed the two visitors freedom of movement around the monastery as you ordered. But are you sure it's alright? You don't look so good. Do you want to get some rest first? Oh, Clement, it's nothing you need to worry about. Go ring the bell. This week's sermon is being moved to today, so go tell the others. Gerald, are you and your people coming? Sorry, Stefano, we still have a lot to prepare. I can't see how many of us will show. I understand. But are we seriously going to accept their terms? Do we absolutely have to leave behind our own? Enough. Go, Clement, hurry. All right. If faith has betrayed itself, then I too must make my decision. I must repent.
Poor Abbott. So sad. And how do I want to put this? I'll put her here for now. Let's see. 17, 18, 19, boop. Oh, I should have put him down there though. Oh well, too late.
No regrets.
No fear. I don't want them to fall, so I gotta put that there. No fear. Oops. Over here, then I can bring out Chen. Chen will save the day. Oh no, they're running. Uh-oh, this might be bad. I gotta put a thing down for that one. Oh, sadness. Oh, sadness indeed. No running, sir. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop running, sirs. Can you just, like, not run? Please, no. Again, my dudes, your stamina's bad. Stop running. Okay, there, let me calm them down. Bro, stop running. I'm glad their HP's decent. But oh no, now there's these dudes. Okay, no fear for them. That thing's about to break. I don't like that. I don't appreciate it at all. He's the last one there. Not too scary. And there, all good. Phew. Phew, phew.
Gerald, are you coming to ring the bell with me or something? Is that weird? It is. I asked you once before to help me ring the bell, and you were having none of it. You ended up sending Ramon instead. I guess that did happen. I thought you didn't like the sound. Can't say either way, after all these years. After all these years, you still haven't gotten used to it. You'll have to forgive me. That sound doesn't carry good memories.
Aw, but since it's like their final day together, Gerald's willing. That's adorable.
Clement, do you still remember Aileen? Aileen. How could I forget? If the two of you hadn't saved me back then, the bandits would have thrown me down the canyon long ago. Huh. She was the one who insisted on saving you. I didn't want to stick my neck out. You're not supposed to say that to my face. Sorry. We set up camp last night. Didn't get the greatest haul, and it wasn't easy to handle either. Raimund bled his game while I lit the fire. I was watching that tiny little flame gradually sputter to life. And I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly started thinking of Aileen. Gerald. To be honest, I hadn't thought of her for the longest time. It was only when she came to mind that I realized. I can't even remember her face. She was always a bit of an outcast among us. She once told me that seeing the flowers all over the monastery and hearing the sound of the bell would set her heart at ease. There aren't many flowers to look at these days. Sadly true. Aileen loved the sound of the bell here, up until the day she left us, when she insisted on waiting until the bell rang to close her eyes. So that's why you don't like it. Maybe I'm just afraid that it'll be a harbinger of bad news. If only we had enough medicine back then, her injuries might not have taken a turn for the worse, and it might not have come to that. There are no ifs. I hope she finds salvation. Yes, we all do. Gerald, is it true that you decided to leave? Yes. I didn't think it'd be this sudden. I should have told you earlier, but never had a chance. It's probably going to be hard on Raimund and Fortuna for a while. Those kids have always gotten along. They're not going to take it easy. Raimund's too young. He was so little when he first came here, he doesn't remember a whole lot. He doesn't yet understand what it means to be a Sarkaz. But he will understand. He will come to terms with it. Perhaps this is what the Sarkaz... Perhaps that is a Sarkaz's fate. Fate isn't a pleasant word. Ha. You have a point. But I can't find a better one. Alright, I should go visit Aileen. We'll be walking different paths from here on out, so I guess this is where we part ways. Wait, Gerald! I'll go with you! It's only a slight detour, and I won't get in the way of anything. Alright, look. The blooming season just started, so we can pick up some flowers to give to Aileen. I'll go with you. No, Clement, you're confused. What? This isn't the path meant for you. You go up those steep Those steps over there. Keep going up. The scenery is prettier from up there. Will you get to see that beautiful scenery? Go. Ring the bell, Clement. Don't waste time. That is where you belong. Take care, brother.
But they're so cute together. What are you talking about, Fina? This has nothing to do with Signora Lemoine. Liar! Who else could fix up a patron firearm for you? Only that Lateran. Why would you think that? How can you tell if I'm lying or not, Fina? Do you get how I'm feeling right now at all? I really wish I could understand, Tuna, but I just don't get it anymore. The halo says that you're telling the truth, and that your pain is no less than mine. But if that's true, how do you still have that heart to just sit there baking pizzelle? How can you spend time around those Laterans like it's nothing? I just don't get it, Tuna. Fina. It's because I want everyone to live their best lives. What do you mean? We don't actually have a choice, do we? Even though Ava Stefano never said it himself, and nobody talks about it with us, I've always known deep down in my heart. Laterano will let us back in. I overheard them saying that our monastery is actually a very powerful building, and that Laterano absolutely will want us to go back. I also know that Patrice, Gerald, and the others, they might not be able to come with us, but I still want to try my best. If I can get the Laterans to understand that Gerald's people are all good, then maybe. Maybe what? They'd agree to let us all live together in Laterano? I get it now. Is that why you're always so willing to chat with that Lemoine woman? You think you'd be putting in a good word for them? Did you beg her? Do you think we have to get on our knees and beg for Rymon's people not to get left behind? Is that it? Fina. You're just trying to get them to change their minds. So what do you have to show for it? I'm still working on them. You're wasting your time. Wasting it on hope and prayer, Tuna. How are we different from Raymond or Carolyn? Raymond can do way more than I can, and Carolyn is a lot smarter than me. See, you get it. They're splitting us up. They've accepted us as their people, but at the same time, they're looking down the ones who we truly belong with. I can't accept it. I'd rather not go to Laterano at all. But Fina, didn't we agree that one day that we leave the waste and go to Laterano together? That we go live in a world without hunger or cold? A world filled with flowers rather than empty barrens as far as the eye can see? That's just childish dreaming, Tuna. Do you really think so? You think it's just an empty dream? I'm not as optimistic as you are, as I know. All I know is, ever since those Lateran showed up, the air in the monastery has gotten weirder and weirder. It's true, our lives here have been incredibly difficult, but I've never resented that. I love listening to Ava Stefano's sermons and Patrice Gerald's stories about the past. Sometimes when we didn't have enough food, Carolyn would slip us a couple extra pieces of jerky. Or Amita Nina would give us an extra scoop of the thickest veggie porridge to Raymond, and we get together and share it. I was fine with that. Fina. But what about now? Everyone always talks about how good Laterano is, but all I've ever seen of it is those people messing up our lives. I understand you need a vent, Fina, but you can't blame Signora Lemoine for that. Am I venting? Okay, maybe I am. But have you heard what everyone has been talking about in private? Have you noticed that Patrice, Gerald, and the others are coming by less and less? While you've been busy delivering food to Lemoine, while you've been busy making your stupid pizzelle. Do you have any idea what Carolyn's people have been eating? You don't know anything. What? Wait, Fina, what are you saying? What's going on with Carolyn? I didn't know. Yeah, you didn't know anything at all. It's not your fault, it's mine. I didn't see it with my own eyes. I never would have known how bad the situation actually is. Well, Fina's feelings are... like, her view is more romanticism. Well, I would say Delphina's like... hard truth. Tuna, if through our halos you can feel even a fraction of what I'm feeling right now, then hand your patron firearm over. Fina, what are you going to do? Just hand it over. There's no reason for us to pray to these things. Give it to me. Something's wrong with you, Fina. too dangerous. I can't give it to you. Why not? Didn't you say you'd share it with me? I did say that, but this is different. You said you didn't get me at all, but I should be the one saying that. What's gotten into you, Fina? Wake up. I'm all too awake. I've never been so awake. You want to talk about prayer? About the empathy only Sankta have? I've had enough. I don't need to be special. All I want is... You can't! Fina, don't be like this. Arg! Huh? Fina? All I want is for everyone to stay together. Fina, what's wrong with you? You're scaring me. Does the thing not have... Well, I've never used a gun before, besides a water gun. Like, you know that thing, the safety mechanism. Do the patron firearms not have that? Fina! Yo, finally caught up to you guys. So what's the word? Everything going well?
Serpilia, you need to notify us in advance if you're going to act on your own.
Don't be such a hard-ass, will ya? All I want is to finish this job as soon as possible. First, the good news. I found Lemuel. She's inside the monastery. And then the bad news. She doesn't want to come with us. She always has her own agenda. Couldn't get through to her at all. Hey, don't frown at me. Go drag her out yourself if you've got what it takes.
All right.
Huh? Alright, what? Wait, you've got to be joking, right?
No. Serpilia, let me give you a little insider tip from the Notario Hall.
What is it?
Federico never cracks jokes. He isn't capable. I will locate her myself and ascertain her thoughts.
What, do you think I'm lying to you or something?
I can't be certain that you're telling the whole truth.
Federico. Now I understand why so many girls in the Curia have you blacklisted. Well, whatever. Let's just set that aside for now. What's the situation over here? Over there? Did you manage to talk to the people?
Signor Rochelle? Is this one with you? Yes, we're all colleagues. What else do you want to know, young Sankta? We have nothing here, nothing at all. We also have nothing to say. You shouldn't have come. Amita Nina, how can you say that? We were the ones who reached out to Laterano. You didn't have a problem with it then, did you? A problem? I should have told Stefano a long time ago not to expect anything from Laterano. Yes, Julian. Throw them out! We never should have let the Laterans in. We don't need their help. Get them out of here now. Calm down, Amita Nina. What's gotten into you? Weren't you just saying that you go welcome our guests? Seems like the two of you need to sort some things out. Some things through in private. Is there anything I can do to help? Sorry. Amita Nina here just got a bit worked up. I don't think we need any help. I just needed to go take her to get some rest. Come find me if there's anything you need to talk about later. Yeah, make sure she gets some rest. That was kind of odd.
Looks like things aren't going too well for you over here. What was that about?
Things seemed fine at first, but then I had no idea what happened. Federico, you were the one who wanted to interrogate the residents. Did you notice anything? That woman's mood was unstable. Well, it's not unusual for a person to change their mind mid-conversation. It's rare for someone to forget the topic entirely and change their demeanor. And so you mean... I do have a theory, but it's just a speculation at this point. I'll discuss it if the likelihood rises significantly.
Then that's that. Besides, some of the residents being kind of loopy, you must have made some other discovery. Come on, Reverend Executors. Let's put our heads together. So putting it plainly, that Bishop dumped all this extra work just for the sake of the Sarkas living here? Didn't we mention that we were willing to bring them back to Laterano? He's leaving everyone out here to starve in the cold just for the Sarkas? He detained a Lateran nuncio just for the Sarkas?
Yes.
Seriously? First, the traitor Anouane leaves, and now we get this merciful, compassionate bishop?
Yes.
Phew, alright, cool. I'm not exactly into the drama, but is he out of his mind? No wonder Lemuel couldn't agree with them. Considering what the Sarkas did in Londinium, those Victorian dukes are probably furious. If word got out that His Holiness was cavorting with the Sarkas now, his plans for the Summit of Nations would be through.
Sounds pretty serious. Federico, if I remember correctly, the task given to Lemuel and Orin was to provide assistance and reclaim this monastery for Laterano, right? Correct.
A good call, seeing as how this structure could serve as a fort and has a rather unique history. Definitely could come in handy. Especially when the time comes for us to reach out to Iberia again.
At least for now. There's no need for us to stoke conflict and burn bridges here. By the way, Federico, did you recognize that Sarkas back there? Yes. Who is he? A mercenary.
The average conversation between the two of you is about as interesting as what did you eat last night? Dinner. Federico, how much do I have to pay you for a few extra words? You name the price and I'll send the bill to His Holiness.
I have never considered this question. Give the guy a break, alright. Now we know Lemoon as well, but what about Orin?
That guy ran off a while ago. Even Lemoon doesn't know where he ended up. But he's pretty good with the self-preservation, if you ask me. He's probably hiding somewhere, planning his next move.
Huh,
A bell? Where's that sound coming from?
The ringing of the bell signifies the beginning of the sermon. Should we head over? There won't be anyone in the monastery during the sermon, so we can look for Orin. No, I'll attend the sermon.
Whoa, talk about out of character.
I need to ascertain the overall condition of this monastery to judge whether it can maintain stable function under the current circumstances, or if outside intervention is needed. Attending a sermon where a large number of residents will be present is a good observation opportunity. Oh, I suppose it does make sense if you put it like that, but shouldn't you be prioritizing some more clear-cut issues, for example, Orin? Or is there something else you're worried about? You're overthinking. I carry out my duties in the manner I find logical. Huh? The bell's ringing? That's strange. The abbot normally doesn't preach at this time. So why is the bell ringing right now? Oh, Clement, talk about great timing. Do you know what's going on? The abbot rang the bell because he decided last minute to deliver a sermon today. Let's head over to the chapel. We should go, but we haven't finished our work yet. Why the sudden sermon, though? Does it have to do with the Laterans? Are they here to cause trouble? Why would you ask that? It's not a big deal. Just tell me if it's true or not. Hey, tell me, are they not letting us go to Laterano because Gerald's people are here? Where'd you get that idea? It's been on everyone's mind. The Sankta and the Sarkas are on bad terms, right? If not for the fact, we might have already been back at Laterano. Well, there's no point talking about any of that now. I just don't know how the abbot feels about all this. Clement, just forget I ever said anything. Nobody's blaming anyone, and there's nobody to blame in the first place. It's just that the winter's not easy. The cold's awful. Yes, I understand. Everyone's just thinking, if we could go to Laterano, we'd have food, clothing, and work, right? It'd be nice if there was some forest nearby. At least we'd be able to forage some branches to start a fire, so the kids could stay warm during the winter. Yes, you're right. At least the kids would stay warm. But would our lives really improve after we got to Laterano?
I feel like people, if they want to go to Laterano, they can go. If they don't want to go, they can stay. Like, do they all have to go?
Probably. I mean, where else would we go? You don't need to worry yourself over that too much, Clement. God will protect us. What was that sound? What's going on this time? That sound. A gunshot?
Ring ring.
Clement has rung the bell. Now, I should prepare my final. Who's there? Fortuna, my child, is that you? Punctual as ever. Please take a seat until the others arrive. I still need to finish a few things. Fortuna? What's the meaning of this?
Avas, Stefano. Help me. The bloodstained girl stumbles toward the stunned old man, one step at a time. The dim light finally illuminates the girl's face, revealing spotty traces of blood, as well as the black horns protruding from her forehead. In front of her stands a statue of a gun-toting saint bathed in light, but behind her lies a trail of blood that cannot be erased. Sankta blood drips into the chapel's floorboards, giving off a dull sound. It is a deafening sound, one that opens all eyes wide. The patron firearm used for prayer finally slips from the hands that were clutching it tightly. Fina, she...
Don't cry, sweet child. What happened to Delphina?
She's hurt. It was me. I hurt her. Abba Stefano, please save her.
Father, are you alright? What happened? Fortuna? What are you doing here? Is that blood all over you? You. What happened here? Huh? That's...
Whoa. Is this for real? This ain't funny anymore.
You people again. What the hell is going on here? Why has Fortuna grown a pair of black horns?
The executor steps into the chapel under the watchful eyes of others. The fallen angel continues to weep, but Stefano has no choice but to turn his eyes to the visitor.
The response from her halo is showing fluctuations, and the horns are growing from her head. This is a clear indication that she has fallen. She has broken the commandments.
For the one who fixed her gun, did they not teach her how to put it into safety mode? That's what I'm like wondering. Like, girl, I heard it's difficult to fire a gun if it's on safety mode. Or why are you keeping your bullets inside? No empty hands. And these sections are a little bit lengthier than I thought they'd be. I might have to add another stream on Saturday morning for my time zone. Depending on how this be. Let's see, there's stairs. And there's holes. I don't like the holes. Them stairs, though. The sensation is hard to describe. There's a strange itch on her forehead. The halo atop her crown flickers with no rhyme or reason. Her view begins gradually to dim. Yes, Fortuna can see the wrinkled abbot's incredulous gaze and hear the noise of the onlooking crowd, but she attempts to feel the old man's mind as she may have done every time before, and yet his emotions no longer drift their way into her soul, not even a hint or trace. She cannot sense the other Sankta. She is no longer one amongst them.
Fallen? What's the meaning of this? What's happening to Fortuna? Is she sick? I'll explain the way back first. We handle the pressing matters here.
Abba Stefano! Save Fina, I'm begging you, save her, hurry!
Child, do not panic. Tell me clearly. What is it that happened?
Fina was bleeding everywhere, and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't find anyone to help. It was just a dumb fight. Fina wanted my patron firearm. I should have just given it to her. Why didn't I just give it to her? It's all my fault.
Fear not, child. There is naught to fear. As informed by present circumstances, I would consider this a case of accidental injury with no subjective intent to harm. Silence, executor! You would accuse a child of aggrieving her own kin. How can your finger know to lay such blame? It is the most rational assumption. Rejection by the commandments is not insurmountable. Unintentional discharges are particularly common. The sheer drivel!
No, he's right. It was me. I pulled the trigger.
Fortuna, no, you...
I was Stefano. It was my fault. I'll take it however they punished me. But Fina, she's been hurt. Please, you need to save her.
Fine. I'll see to it now.
I'll go. I'm good with first aid. Give me the location. Just go to my room.
I can show you the way. If you would, Clement.
Let's talk more action. Move.
This way, follow me. Here, right here. The door's wide open. Oh, the blood. Delphina!
Quiet down. You want everyone to hear about this? Move, let me work. Delphina, you okay? No, she's in bad shape. Bleeding too profuse. And her wound is...
What do we do now? Flowers, right. I remember His Excellency saying that the Sacrarium's flowers could be used for healing. Yes, right. They have to be. Wait while I pick some.
Don't bother.
Let me go. If I leave right now, we might still make it.
There's no point. Even if we stop the bleeding, we're out of time.
What? How can there be no point?
Because there isn't one. She was shot point blank. Severe loss of blood. I can't detect breathing. I've tried first aid. Nothing. I couldn't get a pulse.
No breath. And no pulse.
It's very likely that she was taken instantly. The girl is dead. Oh, okay, so they don't have bullets. But is there no safety then? Well, that sucks if they can't even put a safety on that. But then again, they did say that shooting each other is kind of common, or at least that's what Executor Federico said.
I've locked the entrance. No one was around, fortunately. We can't have many eyewitnesses. How are we handling this? We wait for Serpilia to conclude treatment. Halo discoloration is characteristic of a fallen angel. She is falling rapidly. With consideration for stability within the monastery. This is my suggestion. Cancel the sermon and lock down all news of this. I have a proposal. In order to avert unnecessary conflict, I and my colleagues will take over patrol duty, for the following interim. All inhabitants should return to their rooms as soon as possible and await final verdict tomorrow. This will ensure to the maximum extent that there are no further accidents. Reverend Executor, this abbey is not under the Lateran jurisdiction until it arrives at its final destination. I am aware. We can address any problems within the monastery on our own. We wouldn't hassle our Lateran visitors. As you so rightly indicated, Reverend Executor, this was simply an accident. Given we still don't know Delphina's condition, this could all be a false alarm. Accident or not, she has fallen. It is mandatory that issues of fallen angels are assessed and addressed personally by His Holiness and the Sacred College of Cardinals. So you want to take her back to Laterano? Not that I've once seen a two-horned Sankta in Laterano, not ever. Tell me, Reverend Executor, how can her being addressed inspire trust in me? Well, Federico, I'm just mentioning this, but didn't His Holiness tell you to keep an eye on how often you contradict people? What? I am not manifesting any contradiction. Okay, I mean, your approach could be a little more conciliatory. I do not understand your meaning. But thank you for the suggestion. I'll take it. I think we're not going to get anywhere arguing about it here. Seeing as we can't leave for now anyway. We might want to find a place for Signora Fortuna here to catch her breath for a while. Once we have a situation under control and everyone's calmed down somewhat, we'll still have plenty of time to discuss how exactly resolve this. And most, Reverend Abbot, you don't have to be so wary of Laterano. Similar cases have happened before. As long as we're sure that the commandments weren't violated with malice, the punishment should be light at most. Right, Federico? Correct. But you do not have the authority to divulge that information, Rochelle. Look, special circumstances. Just, the both of you, consider it. I have no objection. I worry.
Abba Stefano, don't. It was all my fault. Whatever the punishment is, I'll accept it.
Fortuna!
I'll go with you, Signor.
Then we're decided. I'll find Signora Fortuna somewhere to rest. You two stay here for the moment and calm down. This room looks good enough, very spacious to boot. Don't worry too much. Your case is a relatively special one, and I imagine His Holiness will get personally involved. As long as there wasn't intent to harm, it shouldn't end up too severe.
Fina's.
Is Fina, the wounded Sankta citizen? We still can't be sure of her condition, but my colleague should be treating her now. Let's think positive. Things might not be that bad.
My horns.
Hmm?
I wonder why I'm growing. Horns like a sarcassus?
Well, I'm not too sure of myself. In any case, someone will tell you once we're in Laterano. For now, just rest up here.
Okay.
I'll be outside the door. If you need anything, just knock for me. Who knows how Federico's going to handle this? You know what? I am a pretty sensitive guy, if I'm being honest. I always get this cold sweat when someone's creeping around behind me. The fun's over. Come out, Orin.
Yeah, he's still here.
Just one question. How'd you see me? Oh, just bluffing actually. I didn't think you would come out.
Nah, your sus aura was out and about, Orin.
You're not expecting me to believe that, are you? Why not? I'm good either way. Whatever, Rochelle. You little cheat. Don't say that. I'm more honest than Serpilia, at least. She's one of yours, isn't she? She was lying. No, not outright, I guess. She just declined to say everything. Where's this coming from? We were asking her about her relation to you. All she effectively said was, I couldn't care less about him without revealing anything else. She was dodging Federico's questions. And that's your entire reason for saying that she was lying? Don't you think that's a weird conclusion? I think having the same skill under my belt helps. Besides, look at the situation here. It's easy to guess how you'd act, and I'd also guessed Federico's guessed. There's no winning with you. A plan should have been dragging him off for drinks. I mean, plan A should have been dragging him out for drinks after all. Followed by him carting you back to the Lateran. This monastery's guests have more swagger than you think. Can't say Federico would care to wrangle me once it's all going down. Sounds like trouble really is brewing here. So Orin, what are you and Serpilia planning exactly? Once you hear me out, are you gonna help me? That remains to be seen. I'd have to hear the answer first to decide.
Everyone's got their own agenda, while Federico just like, I'm here on a job, I'm here on a mission, I'm gonna do my job. And only my job as one do. When you're the only serious, like the only truly serious dude here. As one be. Federico, I've got bad news. Wait, is there anyone with you?
Rochelle's not here.
Who cares about him? I mean, is that Fortuna kid with you?
No, Rochelle escorted her to to our accommodations. If you've discovered anything, please inform me. I require confirmation of the aggrieved citizen's condition.
Fine, then I'll give it to you straight. We were too late.
Confirmed deceased?
Confirmed. It was a fatal gunshot wound. Barring a true miracle, she's not coming back to life. And yeah, that would make sense. Oh, and the guy with me called Clement. He said he was going to pick some flowers and I didn't care. I let him go. He was out of his mind when he left.
Flowers?
Per the intel, the Abbey's specialty. Not many left right now, I gather, and that's not important. The hole was an accident, Federico. The girl wasn't lying. Accidental discharge. It might not be all that severe.
His Holiness will judge.
Sure. I mean, even Mostima flies with him. I'm sure Her Holiness will forgive with wide arms just as always. I'll contact Rochelle in a bit. I'm sure he misses being free range. It'll be me watching the girl. I won't let her run off. As for how Lemoon and Orin are doing...
Has Orin Agriolas made contact with you?
Am I under suspicion here?
By my judgment, yes. Orin's movements were not placed under any restrictions. Failure to contact the Lateran is a conduct of his own subjective. The Sarkas are involved in these affairs. I conjecture Orin would not immediately leave. If he wanted all leeway for operation, it would require finding a collaborator.
And so you suspect me. But what about Rochelle? No thoughts about him?
Rochelle does not have as ample time to act alone as you do. His level of suspicion ranks below yours.
You're a smart cookie, Federico. Here's my comment. No comment. All guesses here are yours. I haven't said a thing. Good? Good. I'll be in touch. Oh yeah, is the abbot there?
Yes.
Are you going to relay the news to him?
That is unnecessary. He has heard it. Delphina, I must see for myself. I need to see the child. Your Excellency may act freely. However, Serpelia would not misjudge. I do not recommend spending additional time on reconfirming. I am tentatively assuming Orin Agriolas is still aboard, and has some sort of scheme. I must now ascertain in detail all movements he made prior to his disappearance, staying at this monastery, as well as all recent absences and returns of monastery personnel. I ask you to comply. Reverend Executor, what is necessary to you? What line do you draw between the necessary and unnecessary? Can you truly not hear your kin lamenting? Does emotion truly mean nothing in your mind? I will not deny that. And should that be, you are no worthy harbinger of paradise. And should you represent Laterano is no worthy shepherd of my faith. Please answer my questions, Your Excellency. Has Orin acted abnormally in any way within the monastery? Have any other people lodged recently at the monastery? My words are wasted on you. Do as you will, Reverend Executor.
Sorry, Mr. Abbot. Federico just wants to do his job. He doesn't care about anything else. He's focused on his job. He's like, nothing else is gonna get in the way of my job. Which is very understandable. That's actually a really good worker. Finished. Trust him to use every last page of a notebook this thick. Lemon heaves a sigh and closes the antique plain-colored notebook shut. Her fingers trace over the nicks and scrapes that decorate the cover, each one hiding a story of its own. If back then... Oh, what am I thinking? Right now then, it's time I got to work myself. Was Serpelia's group already here? I can't keep on dawdling. Huh? Is someone outside? If you're looking for me, you can come right in. Well, that's not a guess I'd expect. Sorry, visitor, but you came at a bad time. I don't have any tea to offer you. I like how chill she is with that. With the Seaborn. Ultra chill.
派手にやる必要はない。
And let's see how this goes. Okay, there's just one dude so far. Not too scary.
ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。
I'm gonna have to start focusing on putting down peoples though. Which is a pain, but must be done. Oh, I forgot there was a pole there. My bad. Okay, then I put him down. Then I get this ready. Then I can start putting down planks because those dudes are gonna start running and I don't want them to get hurt. Yep, look at them run. Which way are you going, third? Lemon's gonna be fine. But it's Seaborn. Well, if it lives here,
ここは私に任せろ。
it'll be fine. The people here are very, very chill. They don't judge. They're like, Seaborn, that's fine. Who am I to judge you? You're just born different. Aw, the thing broke. Oh, sadness. I hope these dudes don't run out of stamina and die.
敵を死に、そいつらを逃がすな。
Oh, I'm gonna hate that happens.
みんな、こっち来て。
But this might be fine. I just gotta stay positive. These dudes run around. Sir, calm yourself. Calm yourself, sir. Just stay chill, my dude. Stop running, my dudes. Okay, all good. Phew. We don't usually greet our visitors at gunpoint, save for special occasions. Pardon me if you're dissatisfied with your treatment in any way. Indecipherable howling! Not reacting at all to what I say. Is communication completely out of the window? Not many human features left to show. Is it all hidden under those scales? I remember Iberian files mentioning this sort of mutation before. You couldn't be. Oof. Nope, the wheelchair's not going to cut it. Strange, something's not right. Is its target not me? Where's it aiming? What is it trying to... Too close. Forget it. I'll have to worry about that later. Nuh-uh. Just because I'm physically handicapped doesn't mean you can pick on me, visitor. Angry howling. Stop right there. Nope. I can't just let you slip away. When the elderly chat, the topic inevitably turns to Laterano. They call it bright, abundant, safe for all, disturbed by none. They say it's true paradise in Terra. The truth is, they all know the monastery's been adrift for decades, and only a dwindling few remain who's actually seen Laterano before. Perhaps two or three, or maybe just its Bishop Stefano now. They bring up Laterano, but the object of their nostalgia is a dream they're long overdue to wake from. A dream where the sun shines and the flowers are underfoot forever. Just as the monastery used to be all those years ago.
They're about to wither. They bloomed earlier than last year. I could guess they'd wither sooner too. I just didn't think it'd be this soon.
The few you picked were in wonderful blossom. They're not about to wilt yet. How pretty. Who'll be receiving these?
I'm too late. There's no giving them now. They can't save anyone.
Sorrow, pain, despair. Such complex overtones. There are other emotions hidden inside you too. Are you angered?
I wouldn't dare. You're a guest of His Excellency, Signora Arturia.
You wouldn't dare, that's all. A very honest answer. My intuition has always been unusually accurate, Senior Florist. You seem to loathe me a little. Oh man, that image would not be funny, it'd be scary. Wheelchairs are terrifying. Like heck, just this Christmas time, like one of my grandmas is in a wheelchair, and her wheelchair, if it bumps into someone, it can cut people. Like, those things are scary. So, if anything, Lemoine's extra terrifying. Don't get too close to her or else she can cut you, and don't get too far or else she can snipe you. Lemoine got everything covered.
No, not at all. You needn't worry.
If anything is troubling you, I could be of help to you, I think.
Help? I'm not sure what you mean, Signora Artoria. What would you help with?
The hinges on your thoughts. It's not something for me to decide. Of course, you may not need any help at all. Call me meddlesome if you wish, or a bearer of bad intent, none of which I would mind. It's for you to say. I just want to hear your thoughts, your own thoughts.
You're a strange one, Signora Artoria.
You flatter me.
You say you can help me.
Of course, so long as you need.
No, there's no need. Perhaps you could. Well, there's a great many ways you can help. But you can't help me.
Oh?
Signora Artoria, would you claim to be able to raise the dead?
No.
Can you make the harvest rich, or see that the cold winds stop?
I'm very sorry, but I can't.
Then can you return us to our original lives, see that the barriers of old are no more? You could never.
Then what of you, Clement? Have you never once entertained being able to solve all you speak of by your own hands? And oh, just a moment. Okay, my door's gonna be open soon, so I'm gonna pause a tiny bit. Okay, all good now. I got lucky. I guess today is feed Misaki sweets kind of day. Because my boss gave me a cheesecake brownie earlier at work today, and my uncle gave me some sweets. He got me some mini assortment of sweets. So I get to look forward to that later on tonight. Woohoo! Yay for sweets for me. And now to continue. Have you never once entertained being able to solve all you speak of by your own hands?
I've tried, but it was of no use. I've tried more than once, but I couldn't do it. The more effort we put in, the worse things get. More often than not. Not one can make it all better. The abbot can't. Gerald can't, and neither can I. You can't help me, Signora Arturia. Please, don't bring this up again, and don't think I need the help of someone like you. You ask of what my thoughts are. Let me tell you, I have no thoughts at all. What else can I come up with? The coming winter is too cold.
Cold, yes. This heart is like soil frozen through, beneath a sheet of iciness. Yet I can feel notes lurking beneath the ice. I wonder how powerfully they will move us. It's not yet time. This composition is not bound for completion yet. Oh, I guess she's here for inspiration. Musical inspiration. Such unbearableness, such tolerance. In times like these, I cannot help myself. Let me see. Ah, this melody is a perfect fit for the occasion. Arturia is just here to write her masterpiece. She's like, this is good inspiration for me. I feel bad for a boy though. Federico. I told you, your melodies are too rhythmic, too unperturbed. You should know that all too rational melody will lack the sentimentals to shake people. There's no warmth nor passion. Sometimes, I can only be curious. Federico, when will you finally realize why is it you search?
Strings? No, this is more than strings. They're originating arts affecting something within. These arts and this melody, could they be? The sounds are nearing. Are they above? What's today's song? It's beautiful. Do you hear music every day here? Who? I'm Executive Federico of the Notario Hall. Please answer my question. Notario Hall? What is that even? Oh, I see. You're that guest from Laterano we're talking about, aren't you?
What was I doing earlier? Checking out some of the sweets I got. Delicious, delicious sweets that my uncle got me. Mystery sweets. I have no idea what they're gonna taste like, but A, they're cute. They're tiny. They're like bite-sized sweets, or at least bite-sized to me.
Sometimes you can, hear this music around this time? I'm not too sure myself. Oh, right. I believe I heard about someone by the Sacrarium who plays a cello or something. Where is the Sacrarium? On the roof. Take the stairs outside and you'll be right. Wait, excuse me, senor? What was the rush? Such a strange man.
I guess he might know Arturia, just based on his reaction to hearing the music.
Welcome back, boss. Yeah. How ready are we to move out? More or less good. We don't have much to take with us, and we'd be overburdened anyway if we did. But there's been no word from the young ones we sent to scout the way. They might not even make it in time for tomorrow morning. Wait a little longer. Stefano and I have talked it over. That we're leaving, he'll let it be. So no need to rush it now. If we still hear nothing by nightfall, then I'll take a team myself to find them. Sure. I'll update everyone in a minute. Oh, boss. There's one other thing. What is it? Hyman hasn't come back either. I looked around for her, but she's nowhere to be found. Is Ryman still gone as well? Yes. Got it. Leave it to me. Okay. But if Hyman never shows up, should we... wait? Tomorrow morning at the latest, if anyone's still not back after Matins, you and Raimund will set off the rest as planned. But I'll stay behind. Dead or alive, I'll find Hyman. I swear, I'd never abandon a single one of you.
Oh, Gerard. Like, Gerald, he is such a good boy. Like, look at him caring for his group.
That's all we're worried about. You always take too much of it on yourself. Let's not bring that name up again. You call me boss. I have a duty to find your way out.
Oh, they're siblings? I do not see the family resemblance at all.
And I see you walking down a dead end. Ha ha ha. I know what I'm doing. Forget all that. No need to look so sad. Go on. Get everything good and ready.
Shift change.
Warg! There's a fright. Hi there, Serpilia.
Who else would you expect? Does Federico ever bother with this sort of work? How's the girl in there? Doing bad?
Bad in a way. She hasn't said a word. Seems she's in shock.
I eyed over the scene. Aren't you the least bit curious about what actually happened?
I can more or less guess. You and I both know how powerful Gun is. With that much blood loss, anyone would be doomed, wouldn't they? Your face is I'm on the mark.
Did you tell her?
What? Oh, as in that she might already be dead? Of course not. She's unsettled right now. Telling her the truth could just as well cause more problems.
So, what is your plan? Lie to her and say nothing's wrong. Muddle through. Figure the rest out later, I bet? Do you think Arturia dyes her hair black? It'd be kind of funny if her hair is actually white, like Federico, but then she's just like, yeah, no, I think black suits me more. It matches my wings.
You make it sound so bad, but still, that's basically it. Serpilia, something seems a little fishy with your emotions. What happened?
None of your business. I'm doing great.
If you say so, then no problems in Serpilia land. Okay, I'll leave her to you.
Humph. Every undependable bastard's on parade today. An accident caused by an unintentional discharge. Huh, and so what? If I hadn't helped her... What? Make it quick. Wait, what do you mean the Sarkas are in the outer vicinity? Are they still trying to break your blockade? Just a few? Scouting the road? Fine, got it. What about Orin? No, you can leave Orin to me. I'll contact him. Listen, here's what you guys do next. Girl, what are you doing, Serpilia? Seriously, what a good runner. Or maybe I just lost it. Back in the old days, I would have put them away clean in a fraction of the time. Lemuel, you're trying to chase her down an area that's like with a lot of clutter and stairs. Yeah, that's difficult. Times like these, I can't help but feel a little mad. There you are. Guess it's not the time to brew just yet.
The sound of the strings is growing clear. I'm steadily approaching the source. But the odds are diminishing in strength. Are they giving up casting or... Who is it? Signor Federico, what are you doing here? I was not referring to you. Excuse me? Are you lost? If you don't mind, I can... Stop talking. Murph! What was that? That monster! I do not know. It's flight downstairs, not good. Gerald's group lives down there. Stay still. Someone is here.
I heard gunfire this way, so I came to test my luck.
Cardinal Aide Lemoine. Superior's report stated that you would not be operating in the field.
Don't blame her. If I'm honest, I didn't think I would be either. But then came a slight twist. We'll catch up later. Are you on your own, Federico? Is nobody else operating with you?
I'm on my own.
Then let us keep it short. I'm on the trail of a surprise visitor. I gotta stare at the seaboard more when it shows up again. I won't keep you too long. So here, be good and tell me. Which way did my visitor happen to go?
Your visitor went that way.
Yes, that way. Tutorial, no! Absolute peace. I mean, no fear. What's the worst that could happen in another tutorial? Tutorial, can you just, like, not? Thanks. I don't want more tutorials. They hurt me. First I gotta take care of people, now there's glowing stones. Oh no, this is bad. There's a rock rolling away from that crumbling wall. Be careful, everyone. Getting hit by that rolling rock will hurt. Of course, there's gonna be stones.
Focus on the fight. I'll block the road and protect you all.
Thanks, Neural. Now I gotta take care of roly rockies. I don't like that at all. Reporting in. There are residents headed in the same direction as the rock's trajectory. Oh no, they're gonna get hurt. What should we do? The path ahead has been smashed open by the rock and we can't repair it in time. It's alright. We can use this wooden fence to stop the residents in their tracks and buy us some time for repairs. Oh, that's fun. However, stopping them here makes the residents panic more easily. And this is the only stopgap measure, so we can't hold them off for too long. We have to seize the moment. Understood. Oh no. Stay there. Bad boy. Stay. Stay. Calm down. Okay, good. But I don't like that at all. This is pain and suffering for me. Oh man. Actually, I should have put it down there. My bad. Oh well, too late. No regrets. Sir, can you just like not? No, bad boy. No. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. Whatever, go into the void. Get out of here. I can redo this later. Oh, pain and suffering. I don't appreciate that feeling. Let's just go. Please run over those dudes. I hate those boulders, but I'm glad that Susie will save the day. She will help me. She'll keep me healthy and happy, and it's gonna be nice and wonderful, and we're gonna be, of course, besties as usual. This one was a disaster. Oh well. Just get at it. Actually, no, I can't let both of them out. Gosh darn it. Go get them. They barely take any damage. I hate it. Oh well. Actually, that one's going down. So I should live. That's good. And then I'll redo it later. We're just gonna wait this out. Actually, I could let the last guy go through and still pass, but it's kind of fun watching them gang up on him.
光あれ
Yeah, I'm entertained by that. I just want to watch them gang up on him. But I do feel bad for Neural up there. She's just suffering. But look, the guy's almost down. And I want to see how it looks like when it breaks the thing.
フムの特製料理だよ
Oh, it didn't... It kind of worked. Okay, that's good to see. And then let me try this one. I want to see the rock break it.
食べよ
Oh yeah, there. Okay, it's good to practice using the wood.
Mission accomplished.
And yay, all good.
逃げていいわよさてどこまで逃げられるのかしら
And then I'll see how late it is after this one. My life I gave for you. I don't see tumbling rocks here. So maybe not tumbling rocks just yet, but just regular... Actually, no, I see the tumbling rock area now. Never mind. But there's just one. As far as I could see.
I'm a little surprised. Because I've come to turn my back on the faith. Because of what you're evading, Stefano. I don't know whether you're under some outside influence, but if... There are no ifs, Aulus. I am not so far gone that arts would sway me. There are times in arts don't need to change our minds at all. All too many things can impact us, Stefano. You're asking me that I reconsider. Why, heretic priest? In this decision of mine, not what you always wanted to see. I can't deny it. But in turn, I have to recognize that back when this extraordinary building was still in Iberia, it was my fortune to study here. And those days were precious, like little else to me then. In this way, Stefano, I'm just like you. I feel for this place just as you do. I still remember the cleric who came with you from Laterano. I remember very many. The one you recall took his gun 60 years ago and made the decision to fall in line with the church of then, while I...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, 60 years ago. Mr. Abbott, I wonder how long he's been here.
I chose to stay behind and protect those who were left. And this fed your faith, enduring until now. If you know so well, why would you still have me continue to wait, to endure?
I'm not sure how old he became an abbot, but however old he was when he became an abbot plus them 60 years. Sheesh. Well, of course Aulus is super duper sus. He kind of reminds me of those Seaborn peoples, those worshippers.
Are you about to refute all that you've maintained and proclaimed, just to turn around and tell me to deliberate, exhort me to stay fast? Of course not, Stefano. You know I wouldn't. But at core, I walk the path I believe is right, and so I would hope that I would say the same to you. Tomorrow morning, should you still be committed, I will consider your choice then. I will prepare what you need. If you're not yet decided, I will advise you to continue contemplation. Whatever it may be, I hope your decision that will be that you find truest. Aulus, you wrongly assume one thing. And what is right? I am lost for any other choice. Very well. Should this be truth's ordain, then I will welcome you, Stefano, my brother and you.
Brother and you, huh? Mind if I come in? You can. Excuse me. You're not doing too hot then. Can I ask a question? Sure. Is Vina not with us anymore? Not to push you, but I prefer some other question. I'm not really up for lying to you. Okay. Actually, I had an inkling all along. When it happened, I just suddenly couldn't feel Vina anymore. Even though she was so angry and so upset. And she was right there in front of me, right? But I couldn't find her anywhere. If I hadn't helped you fix up that gun... No! Don't say it, please. Alright. I felt the horns on my head. They're horns just like Raimun's. I can't ever pray holding my gun again, but at least... I finally fit in with Raymond and Carolyn. I fit in with everybody. Rather than the horns, it's more of her, like the dead expression on her eyes.
Ha. The flowers weren't blooming this early last year. Funny timing now, No complaints, though. One last bloom for the road. And so... that'll do it.
Whenever Raymond shows up, I just love how he's wearing a muscle shirt to show off his abs. Repeat that. We have a fallen angel? The Fortuno girl?
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that one, let me tell you. Fallen, our only option is to hold off until we get back. Then let His Holiness aside. It's not something we can handle right here. But the surprise visitor who barged into my room is a different story. Federico, there's some things I'll explain to you later, for now. If anything's a non-starter unless we find that visitor, whatever it is. I require your assistance, Executive Federico. It has mobility on its side. I managed to chase it down this far, but that was a stretch and I've lost it now anyway. Huh? No immediate reply? That's rare. You're making me feel like something bad happened to you. Hey, I see those knit brows. Something bad did happen then?
I heard strings.
Strings? Did you? I don't think I heard anything.
Based on my interference, the sound came from the Sarkarium on the top floor.
Right. Let me be real. I've got to know the length and breadth of your work at the Notarial Hall, which is why I'm relatively willing to trust your judgment. I'm now formally querying you. Notarial Hall, Executive Federico, do you truly believe this unidentified, unascertained, and possibly completely benign sound of strings stands to be more important than the request for assistance I'm making of you?
It does not.
Obviously not.
The occurrence of the sound is a chance event. I have suspicions about it, but I cannot deny that I was yet to find direct correlation between it and our catalog of current affairs. Based on present circumstances, I judge that priority should be given to providing requisite assistance. In tandem operation with you.
All done then? Alright. I'm not here to bully you anyway. Just... I do need to check in with how you're doing real quick. I see now. Point me in a direction, I'll continue target pursuit, and I'll leave you to sort out the strings debacle.
The mission requires that we prioritize assuring yours and Orin's safety.
Due diligence is great and all, but I say priority is the kind of thing you need to judge for yourself. I can't sense your emotions, Federico, still. I have this library friend, see, who's the reason I learned long ago how to guess what people are thinking. Couldn't do empathy with her after all. She might be a lot easier to figure out than you are, but some things carry over. One teensy little word of advice, maybe sometimes, you need to learn to trust your instinct. That settles that. We don't have time to waste, and I've gotta force myself to be a little active anyway. Operation a go. Move on, everyone. Dang, Frederico's that hard to get a hold on, huh?
Speed up. Senior Federico, wait a moment, please. What exactly do you think is up there? It was just the sound of strings, and we can't even hear it anymore. Are we really going to let Senora brave the danger on her own? She's in a wheelchair after all. You have no need to worry. How could I not worry? I just saw it myself. It was a monster. Lemoine was admitted into the Lateran by personal invitation from the Cardinal of Seventh Tribunal. Her strength defies any contempt. Do not underestimate her. I don't quite follow what you're telling me. I assume you mean she's just as mighty herself? But what if? Speed up. Or stay where you are and wait. I suggest you pick up the ladder. It is a safer option. Empty? No.
Subtle noises spill through the spacious aquarium. The loading of the gun keeps audible lockstep rhythm. The executor suddenly points.
Come out. I will only warn you once more. Come out from there.
It's gonna be the children coming out. Yes, it is! It's the babies. He found us. He found us, just like the lady said. Yeah, the big man found us right away. Is he really the man she was talking about? He's got the wings and the ring, and they're all black. It's him, it must be. Mister, my name is Arendelle. I'm a Stara.
Where is the woman who described me to you?
He looks really, really scary. You're just scary and you don't even say your name. That's just rude. Mama says if you don't know someone's name and they're a stranger, you shouldn't tell them anything.
Federico.
Senor Federico's scary. Is he a good guy? I bet he is. Just like in the story. We can tell him then, right? Probably we can. Well, someone told us. We had to wait here for a really scary big man with a black ring on his head, just like she has. And she said you'd find Mama with us. Wow, Arturia pawned the kids off onto him. Out of all the people to pawn the children off onto, bro should not have went up there. He fell for her trap, and now he has to be the ultimate babysitter. Yeah, and she also said that we're only allowed to wait a little, tiny bit, and if he didn't come, then we come out ourselves. She said we couldn't stay here forever. And also she said... Eek! Senor, quick! There's a fire! Time to carry the babies out of there. Work!
Get out for now. Cover your mouth and nose. A fire has broken out.
Who lit that fire? Arturia, was it you? Are you forcing the plot progression? She's gonna force him to take care of the kid. She lit a fire and everything. Sheesh. Big sis, why you do this? Kinda feel bad for little bro in that sense. Now he's forced to take care of them. The others are gonna be so confused when he comes back with children. It's like, whoa, what happened, bro? We only left you for like a little while and then you come back with kids? Dang, son. I told you to look after the string person, the string lady. And then you just show up with some bebes. Okay. As one do, I guess. And I can't resist using those. I just have to. Oh, that guy's kind of scary.
私に距離を合わせて
He intimidates me a bit.
本気で行くよ
Aw, they broke a thing. I don't like that. I'll just have her... I'll have her face that way, just in case. Oh no, like the dude. He's scared. Sir, do not be scared. Oh wait, I feel scared now. My dude, run! You're gonna get hit by a boulder soon. Good job, sir. No, my dude, you're gonna get hurt.
自分のための戦いはこちらチェン時間には限りがあるんだ
Oh, your HP is just oof. Can you stop running in a circle like that? Okay, there. Just stay.
ドキドキ
Stay. Oi. Just go here. Calm down. Calm down, my dude. Shh. Shh. Yeah. Just rest. I think I might end on this stage. Because I still have time on Saturday.
Mission accomplished.
Good thing I did not schedule anything Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I have all the time in the world, really. Fire devours all indiscriminately. One fire can destroy everything, no matter how precious, no matter how treasured. Gerald once said the Sarkas have no home, only war that follows them wherever they go. They swear fealty to their lord in the hope of finding a home of their own. Ooh, hello, hello. He left because he became disappointed. I did not dare to ask why he was disappointed. We were full of hope when we first came here. We were happy despite the hardship. But now they are leaving. Is it because life here has disappointed him in the same way? What about me? I am watching the things I treasured burn before my eyes. Burning. Fading away.
Gone. All gone. Fire! Fire! This aquarium is burning. Get water! Water! What's going on? Is that fire? Raymond, what are you doing here? I thought you had... Now's not the time for that. You're right. This aquarium's on fire. Give me a hand. This aquarium? How did this aquarium catch fire? How should I know? Fires have happened before, but nothing as bad as this one. And the timing. We need to put it out. Thank goodness it wasn't the residences. Keep fighting the fire. I'll get help. Water. More water.
The fire's too fierce. Cover the smoke. Close the door. That might keep the fire from spreading.
What are you talking about? It's this aquarium. The holy statue is in here. In there. Closing the door won't put the fire out.
That's not what I meant. I mean, but it's too dangerous right now.
A wise decision. What do you know? Who are you? Kids? No. How could you bring children into a dangerous place like this? Stay away. It's not safe here. You're right. It's not safe. You've inhaled a lot of smoke. Continue to do so, and you'll begin experiencing symptoms of smoke inhalation. So what? Got anything useful to say? I've never seen you before. You're Sankta from Laterano. That's a holy statue of Laterano. Do something! My mission does not involve the statue. What are you talking about? Now's no time to talk about some mission. Use your arts to put that bloody fire out, or get out of the way if you're not gonna help. I'm afraid I'm unable to use art suitable for this purpose. More people are needed to fight the fire and minimize damage. I'll get help. There's no need. They're coming. You're here. We got word from Raymond. Enough talk. Take the bucket. I'll go get more. Alright. More here. I've got it. Find a safe place to wait. You're the Lateran. And what are the kids? I do not believe now is the right time to discuss that. Humph. Here, bucket.
Clement! Stop, Clement! Don't go any further!
I advise against going to the scene of the fire right now. Let me go, let me go! It's dangerous without proper protective equipment.
He's right. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
I have to. I have to. Sorry, I lost my head.
I know it hurts, but this is serious. Flowers can be replanted.
We're running out of water. I'll fill a few more buckets. We can't go any further. The fire and the smoke are too much. You can stay behind. I suggest not speaking loudly to avoid smoke inhalation. And who has the reason I have to speak? You don't need to follow me. I don't trust you. I'm keeping an eye on you. Wait, did you hear that?
The fire continues to burn, and the gun-wielding statue creaks ominously. True. It is the second time handling a child, but these ones are like super tiny. These ones are bebes, little burbs. The fire continues to burn, and the gun-wielding statue creaks ominously. It casts a scorching shadow on Raimund, as though passing judgment on the Sarkas who dare to set foot in the Sankta Sacrarium. As it begins to topple in the fire.
Get back!
There's a sharp crackling sound, but the expected pain does not come. The executor stands before the Sarkas, his gun held high.
This way, before anything else falls. Your arm. No, wait a second. You destroyed the statue? I did not destroy it. Only change its direction to prevent it from hitting you. But it's your statue. That does not matter.
I like how Raimund cares more about the statue than Federico does. But then again, Federico's all about, you know, the mission, so it's like, that statue, whatevs.
The fire continues to grow. It's atypical. Although furnishings like wooden benches are flammable, the initial location of the fire was unusual. It's possible that something else caused the fire. What do you mean? What are you trying to say? That is...
Is that where the Sarkas live? The walls are too thin to guard against the wind blowing... The wind's blowing across the wastes. It really is chilly. It's getting dark. I'm taking too long. Is that a fire I see up there? A fire? Now? Looks like there's trouble on Federico's side. Someone's coming! They've gone to help the Abbey. Should we go too? Stefano was good to us, even if we're leaving.
You go if you want to, but keep me out of this. They've got their Lateran friends. Let them help. We're not welcome there.
Well, guess I just got into the habit of hiding myself. Was there an argument? Things weren't like this when Or and I first came.
Don't be mad. Layla didn't mean to say that. She definitely thought it, even if she didn't mean to say it. She said I stole her winter clothes. Me, a thief? Taking care of this stuff has been my responsibility for years.
Man.
She thinks we're an eyesore. They all think so. They never treated us the same as them. They hate us because Stefano refused to abandon us and return to Laterano. I see them for who they are now. We're the only ones who thought of us as family. I hesitated when Gerald wanted to leave. Now I realize he was right. They want us gone. We'll be gone.
Can we really get out of here, though? The scouts haven't come back.
Still better than waiting. Next time this happens, I won't be able to stop myself from punching someone.
It's cold. I spent so much time holed up in a room that I forgot how cold the night outside was. The Olive is gonna cut my pay for this. I guess I'll make my own sharing, my own shining fruit, the Bosch for Mosima rather than buy it if that happens. Time is running out. Found you! It's finally out. Everything is gone, but at least the fire didn't spread below. It could have been worse.
What do you mean it could have been worse? Look at the statue and the flowers. Oh. No one was hurt. That's a good thing. What about you, Raimund? Fine, not dead yet. You crazy kid, you really charged straight in. Just you wait. Gerald will smack you around when he hears about this. Don't tell Gerald. Ha, now you're scared. Where's the abbot? Did anyone tell him?
Well, informing him is about all we can do right now. Everybody be careful. We don't want any more accidents.
It wasn't an accident.
Federico! What did you say?
It wasn't an accident. I believe this was an act of arson. That's not something to say lightly, Lateran. Impossible. Who would want to burn this aquarium down? Do you have proof? Like I said. Huh? The fire spread in an unusual way. It was caused by a foreign source. That's all. Enough to reach a conclusion. Why you? Wait a second, Raimund. What, you think this is arson too? I don't know, but... I went to look for help. People didn't hang around this place much, especially you, Sarkaz. But I bumped into you. Hey, what are you getting at? Don't interrupt, Fernand. Let him finish. I don't mean, I just want to ask. What were you doing there, Raimund?
I don't think Raimund did it. I feel like, if anything, it might have been... My first suspect right now is Artoria, just because she wants her brother to take care of the babies. Or it could be that one dude who's with Abbott. That one sussy blue hair dude.
Is this what you wanted to show me, Gerald? People don't say what's really in their mind around us. This is a reality, Stefano. I know, I've always known. No one is wrong. This isn't anyone's fault. We just want to live in peace, but this is how things are. The Sarkas are doomed to wander. I told you this place would be your home. You did. You said you wanted the children to take root here. Maybe I was wrong. You said no one is wrong. There's a lot on your mind, Lady Stefano. What are you planning? Or should I ask, did you have anything to do with this fire?
Or it could have been Stefano himself. Oh, the drama! So much drama. That one didn't actually take as much time as I thought it would, so I could actually continue. This will be the last one for sure then. HE5, God in his temple. Oh gosh, 2, okay. 2 areas to defend, and there's lots and lots of places they could fall through. I don't appreciate that, but you know it's gonna be fine. Artoria, where the heck did you go, girl? Pawning off the children.
What do you mean? You're accusing me? That's not what I meant. What about you? Are you gonna accuse me too? Come now, Raimund. No one is making accusations. I didn't start any fires. Then why are you here at this hour? You don't pray with us. You don't come to this aquarium. You people don't have any faith. We may not have faith, but that doesn't mean we have anything to do with the fire. I had some personal business that took me past this place. Believe me or don't. What sort of business? Nothing to do with you. Hey, enough. Is there some rule against us being here? You just want to accuse us of starting the fire, don't you? We shouldn't have helped them fight the fire. We should have let this place burn to the ground. What did you say?
Fires have happened before at this time of year. It could have just been a coincidence.
What a coincidence it would be. You there, didn't you see someone started the fire? Come here. Yes, I believe this was an intentional act. And you think I did it? No, I don't. You're lying. I have no reason to lie. The fire spread quickly. It can be inferred that the arsonist was near this aquarium. And Raimund was. Do not jump to conclusions. What I meant is that anyone who was near this scene is a suspect. That includes all of you, and myself. What are you talking about?
You think we started the fire? We're Sankta. Why would we burn down our own aquarium?
Race is not proof of innocence. I would not hesitate to destroy this aquarium if I thought it necessary. I did not find any evidence implicating the sarcasm. At least you're talking sense. Signor Federico's right. We can't accuse anybody without evidence. You're just gonna let this go? It's this aquarium, and all those flowers that you so painstakingly grew. Please, that's enough. I don't want to suspect any of us. Clement. The arguing must stop. The possibility of the Sankta burning their own aquarium cannot be eliminated. I will continue to investigate until I discover the true culprit.
I believe in you, Federico. You are the one that does not let your emotions get in the way. So, he's gonna be the best at this part.
Hey, wingman, about what just happened. Yes? You're the one who started all that, right? You're the one who first said that someone started the fire. And you don't fully trust me, do you? Yes. Can you give me a little more than that? Anyway, what I mean is, don't expect me to thank you. I don't.
He doesn't know how to say gracias, Sarah. Poor thing. We can teach him. It's not hard. But I'm a little scared of him.
Who are you saying who doesn't know how to say gracias? Hey, wingman. Where do these kids come from? I've never seen them before.
Eek. They are mysterious bebes. I mean, look at them.
You don't know them? Should I? Very good. I want to ask you about the Sarkas population here, and about these two children. What you... I'll answer your questions. Gerald, the fire. I saw it all. You did well, Raimund. And we meet again, Reverend Executor. I don't understand. You were standing there for a long time. I thought you didn't intend to show your face. Guess there's no hiding from you. Why did you change your mind? I believed you did not want to see me again. Peace makes one timid. Would you like to pay a visit to our place, Executor? We don't have much, but there's a place to sit down, and you can see with your own eyes how the Sarkas live here. As for your questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
Phew. I haven't been so active in a long time. I've never been good at pursuit. However... I've got you. Bizarre cry. Just based on its horns? Oh, that'd be sad if that was one of the friends you were looking for. That high man person. That high man lady. Quiet. This is the residential area. You'll bother the others. Growls. Eat. Hungry. Oh? You can talk? This will be much easier if we can communicate. Strange roar. I guess it's not that simple. I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay put. It's dangerous. I'll contact the Iberian Inquisition. I'm sure they know more about you than I would. If you're really sapient, maybe you can talk to their priests. Whoa. Who's that? Stop right there.
Ah, it's a sussy dude. I must ask you to stay.
The night is cut open by a pulse of light. Lemon feels a heavy weight that forces her gun down. The shadow that wields the light stands silently, drawing back the exotic sword before the gun that is slowly pointing towards him. As the clouds disperse to reveal the moon, Lemon begins to see who it is. Well, there have been a lot of unwelcome visitors today. Can I ask you to stop bothering me? I'll be very, very angry if someone gets hurt because we wasted too much time here.
I'm afraid I cannot give way. I must ask you not to stop this pitiful soul.
Nah.
What is it? A noise. Source and clear. You don't have a lot of people. More than you think. Some went out and haven't returned. It's getting late. Go back and have some rest. Are you sure we're leaving tomorrow? Some people haven't come back yet. We follow the plan as it is. We set out tomorrow morning. Alright.
Senor Federico.
What is it?
I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy and hungry too. Are you gonna take us home? I wanna go home. I want Mama.
Have gone all day without food?
Yeah. Mama never eats. She says she's not hungry. But we haven't eaten today. My tummy hurts. It's so weird.
It's not weird. Food is one of the body's basic needs, and being deprived of it leads to discomfort and pain.
That's so complicated. Is it normal to feel pain if you don't eat? Has Mama been hurting when she doesn't eat?
If what you say is true, yes, your mother has been suffering physical torment. Enough. Reverend Executor! This is a fact.
I like how blunt he is to the kids. Stop. Wah! Wah!
Sometimes the truth is better left unsaid.
Is Mama hurting now?
I cannot confirm your mother's current status.
The executor kneels down. No one pays attention to the dirt on the edges of his robe and the adornments that represent his status. Federico Giallo gazes straight into the children's eyes.
I am here as an executor at the notarial hall to investigate the truth of what is happening here at the monastery and to maintain its peace and order. The disappearance of an inhabitant is within the scope of my mission.
Do you mean you'll help us find Mama?
Yes, I will find your mother.
Really? Yay!
I never would have thought. Will you leave these children in my care for now, Reverend Executor? I cannot make the decision for them. You're right. Will you go with this young man over here, children? Me? But I have to, well, I guess I can do it now that the aquarium's all burned up.
Is the one even scarier than Senor Federico? Yeah, he's so scary.
You too. That will do, Raimund. He'll take you kids to supper, and it's off to bed, okay?
But I want to stay with Senor Federico. Sarah, Federico's busy. We need to be good. Okay. We'll go with the scary guy.
Boss! Ahem.
I like how everyone's being forced to be a babysitter now.
Can you get the kids something to eat and put them to bed? I can. But where do I take them? Hyman's house. Hyman's? Well, I guess nobody's there right now. But what if Hyman comes back tonight? It'll be fine. Alright then.
See you tomorrow, Senor Federico. I hope we find Mama tomorrow.
I will come for you in the morning.
Yay! Good night, Senor Federico. Senor Federico, Senor Federico.
Yes?
I can't reach you. Come down a little lower. I like how he's doing that.
What?
Good night.
Humph. Quite the ladies' man, aren't you? Kids these days, what's so great about that guy? Hey, wait up, you two. Don't run.
Oh, I hate babysitting. I'd be so miserable here. But it's fun watching others do the thing instead.
Good night.
I thought this was going to be an easy trip, almost like a vacation, welcoming some brethren back to Laterano. It didn't sound hard at all, did it? Well, I guess I did have to deal with Oren. But that wasn't too much of a problem. It's not like you can't talk to him.
Certainly. Your skills with a gun can solve many problems.
Not quite enough to deal with you, though.
You flatter me.
I'm not flattering you. Should I call you father? You came to protect that curious visitor of ours, didn't you? I suppose you're from Iberia?
I am.
You wear a cleric's robe, but you feel completely different to believers of the Lateran faith.
You're sharp.
Honest, aren't you? I won't beat around the bush then. I don't normally like to be so direct, but... Not one more step forward. Leave now. You are not fit to set foot in paradise.
I'm afraid I can't comply. I am needed here for a little longer.
Tough customer. He's deflecting the bullets with his sword. An unusual sword. The style is Iberian.
Your attacks are even sharper than your words. I still harbor hope for mutual understanding, but I can see that you're acting appropriately, given your position. I'm curious though, how do you define paradise?
A place where everyone lives in peace and happiness. Preferably with less unwelcome visitors.
Would you call this place a paradise then?
You're enjoying this chit-chat, aren't you? A group of people have found peace away from the world for 60 years. What do you call this if not paradise?
Even if their lives are endless cold, hunger, and suffering?
They may be wanting for material comforts, but it's far from endless.
Ah yes, Laterano will bring salvation. The Hardys will soon come to an end. At the price of abandoning some.
This isn't anyone's fault.
Please, don't get me wrong. I'm not accusing anyone.
I don't think Alice has the power to pull, like, all the strings behind the scene. If anything, it's Oren, because Oren's the most sus. Oren's not showing up a lot, so he's doing a lot of things behind the scenes. As one does when you're a sus Oren berry.
But I've been thinking, what is the difference between us? Is it physical or something else? From the individual's very birth, all that makes us who we are causes our thinking to go divergent ways and reach divergent conclusions. Is there really such a thing as mutual understanding within this?
Are you really going to ask this to a Sankta? You could try it yourself in your next life if you happen to become a Sankta. This has taken too long. Can't let the thing attack the residents. I need to take care of this quickly.
No need to be anxious. I don't plan on doing anything. I'm here because my kid need help.
You sound sincere, but I'm not in a position to trust you.
You're as stubborn as a former student of mine. It can be a virtue, but it can also be trouble.
I'm curious about a student who would cause you trouble.
One of the best I've ever had. We never saw each other again after he left Iberia.
He left Iberia? Oh, I wonder who he be. Who he? He who? I didn't want to do this. I'm so getting in trouble for it. Oh, she's so pretty here. Negotiations failed. Can't say I regret it. Lemuan movement is as light as her voice. I'm noticing this event has a decent amount of typos. Like, it could have been Lemuen's movement. But it's fine, as long as, like, the message comes across. I can handle that kind of stuff. She pushes away the movement, aiding the device beneath her. The lamp that hung on this handle sways in the night wind, falls and shatters. Light leaks out haphazardly, splashing on the silhouette slowly standing up in front. The dark veil of night is lifted.
You can stand.
Not yet, really. Rehabilitation is going to get longer, and I'm going to get scolded.
I trust that you won't push yourself too hard. You're not in a good physical shape, nor are you used to this kind of battle. Oh,
Thanks for the compliment. That was aimed for your mouth. The people tune out the sermon when it gets too long. Especially if they're already fuming after a long and not very good day. I think I can justify my response based on that provocation. The cardinal aide narrows her eyes. The facade of meekness that built up from years of being bedridden falls apart in the sound of her gun being loaded. Lemuen's light laugh has no warmth in it. I'm tired. Let's do this quick. I'll say it again. Get out of my way, father. You may not set foot in paradise. Fight scene? Oh, not yet. Hungry. So hungry. Eat. Nom 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 nom. Oh no, not the babies. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the student could be Anduin. The children are sleeping. The cold wind pours into the tiny battered house through the gap. The unknown threat sneaks in soundlessly and slowly approaches. Uh-oh. Eat. Hungry. Eat. Eat. Oh. Well, that is ominous. Or maybe that's Mama, you know, that could be Mama. I shouldn't be so quick to judge, that could be Mama right there.
mother is home.
Oh gosh, there's gonna be more people running around. Gotta get prepared for this. Get right here. Boop. Now we're here because you're gonna start running soon. Yeah, the dude's gonna get scared in a bit. I'll calm him down a tiny bit. But before he starts running, I'll prepare him. But the kids are gonna be fine. Because the kids are gonna be fine. Oh no, Raimon might be bitten instead. Because he's supposed to be watching over them. No! The dude's gonna fall. Sir, you're supposed to run up first. How dare you? Sir, can you just like not do that? Oh, I don't like that at all. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine for now. I'm being protected enough. Okay, yeah, this side has enough protection. I gotta bring Susie out now. Then Susie will save the day because Susie is the greatest. Oh, that dude though, he's just scared. He's so spooked. Oh no. Okay, I just gotta get rid of everyone before this dude runs out of stamina because he's gonna run out of stamina soon and I don't like that. Uh-oh. I mean, no uh-oh. No fear. Uh-oh, never mind. I let him fall. I wasn't paying attention to him. Oh, my bad. I'll redo that later. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna suffer again right now. That one guy is going to haunt me. Ouch. I rarely prayed when I was in Laterano. This is not to say my faith was flawed then, or that I was more arrogant or lazy than I am now, nor can I prove that I am more devout, humble, or diligent now. Because of the environment, though, there were things that I thought were not necessary when I was in Laterano. In Laterano, all the people thought was right there. The holy city's blessing was right there. It was everywhere. Hopefully I can finish it next stream, if not, oh well. Because I don't want to stay up too late because work. The Sankta knew it. Lord, I seek your forgiveness. I swear to welcome all who ask for help, treat all of them with equal kindness, and help them to the best of my ability. But I did not keep my word. I can no longer answer the calls for help. I cannot ask them to stay, for we are short in supplies and cannot afford it. I must choose between one group and another. Choose, yes. I have made many choices, but choosing is wrong, and I cannot bear any more wrongs. I cannot go back on my faith, abandon one to save another, save the many and condemn the few. Laterano, my absent home. Why is Laterano the only home? If betraying the high guidance is a path to what I believe in, if only by accepting the heathen can obstacles truly be cleared. All will be revealed soon. My lord, forgive my sins if you truly exist.
Who's there? Come now, there's no need for violence. I've been looking for you, most reverend abbot.
Rochelle, what you doing?
Food is in short supply these days. I hope you don't mind. Not that mining would do any good. At least it fills the stomach, even if the taste is nothing to write home about. I don't need to eat right now. Eat. Don't let it go to waste. Gerald, leader of the Sarkas. You knew the two library children. Are you always so direct? Don't call me a leader. I've seen the true king of Sarkas. A humble hunter is not worthy of the title.
Oh ho, he's seen the king of Sarkas, huh?
Why do you call yourself a hunter? Because that's what I am. I hunt to feed myself and the others. I think you have an idea of what's going on here, even though you just arrived today. Not the full picture. You lead the group of Sarkas that lives here. You were latecomers, but at one point you got along well with each other. Yes, at one point. Now conflict has arisen, and is likely to escalate given the circumstances. Yes, which is why we're leaving. Normally, you would have the advantage in conflict with other inhabitants. There are few able combatants amongst them, which is one of the reasons they took you in. But Laterano's intervention has taken away your martial advantage, leaving as the logical choice. You're good with those logical conclusions, but I learned a long time ago, our lives are not logical, and I get reminders about that all the time.
The candlelight flickers. The aging Sarkas casts his gaze on the wall. The shadows reflected upon it have become blurred, one fading into another.
We didn't choose to leave because we couldn't live anymore. Before I came here, I never thought we would have a life like this. There were dangers, there was conflict, but we were accepted. We built our own homes, we worked for our daily bread. That all might seem normal to you, but it was beyond our wildest dreams. What is the true reason you chose to leave? It's simple. We see the writings on the wall, just like you do. The rift can no longer be repaired. All that's left is to watch things get worse. Today is just an argument, an accusation. But what about tomorrow? Violent confrontation between the natives and the Sarkas is likely. Today's fire was a warning. Leave now, and we remain friends to be missed. But if we allow ourselves to be burdened by attachment and fail to make a decision, we'll become the Sarkas that the rest of the world knows, a band of vagabonds who bring conflict with them wherever they go, who are not welcome anywhere, who have no place to call home and no place to go. That's just prejudice. To us, it's a fact. The Sankta of Laterano. But where do the Sarkas belong to? It's time. It may take a while for the little ones to get used to life without a roof over their heads, but it'll happen. As for those two children, you knew them. I know a little about where they came from. The people of the Abbey and Raimund don't. Very few do. I guess they're wanderers who came here from the outside. Their family could be dead, or they could have abandoned their children. Stefano was taken in other wanderers before, but this place could hardly accommodate any more inhabitants these days. But someone secretly took the children in. You know who it was. Few secrets can truly be kept forever, especially now, when every single grain counts. Hyman took them in.
Ah, Hyman, it really was Hyman after all.
She set aside a part of her own rations each day and stole from the hunted game a few times. I covered it up for her when I discovered it. But even then, life isn't easy for them. Where is she now? That's what I'm wondering. She should have come back with the game today, but I haven't heard from her. She's missing. We don't know where she is.
Aw, she probably is a Seaborn.
Whatever happened, I hope she doesn't do anything stupid. Missing? No, this isn't right. What do you mean? Hyman would not allow children to go out, in order to keep their existence secret. Arendelle and Astara's appearance at the Sakurium was not an accident. Someone brought them outside. Where's Hyman's home? I want to see it for myself.
I wonder if she'll be there. The battered wooden hut was a shelter in a storm for the young children, abandoned by adults who lacked the means to raise them. They wandered the wastelands and were picked up by a Sarkas on death's door. The battered hut was leaky and cold, but there were clean clothes, even if a little tattered, and food, even if the taste was not great. The walls did a poor job of keeping the cold out. They could gather all the fabric in the house and wear the thickest winter clothes they had, and they would still shiver at night. But it was home. Mama was there. That was where the children felt safe. The unexpected visitors did not disturb their soft breathing. They remained slow and steady. A twisted shadow was cast over the children. Incomprehensible whisper. Hungry. Eat. Rolls over. Eat. Eat. Cold. The misshapen monster murmurs incomprehensibly. The stationary shadow begins to move. In the moonlight, the monster's powerful tail reaches forward. It brushes the children's soft cheeks, leaving behind a wet scent, then... Well, good. It seems like she at least recognizes them. It falls into the soft, meek little prison. Still sleeping soundly, Astara and Arendelle instinctively lean towards the comforting scent. Cold. Mama. That's cute. Oh, hungry. Eat. Cold. Well, if Lemoine catches up and sees this, I hope she doesn't just shoot her. Cover. Cold. Cover. Aaron. Sarah.
What have you done, Your Excellency? It's improper to eavesdrop on the confession, Reverend Executor. Oh, don't get me wrong, I wasn't listening to your confession. Of course, you also know that's not what I'm talking about, nor am I asking who you sent to ring the bell. How you plan meals for the monastery. I'm asking about the smell coming from the aquarium up there. You can tell by the smell. Is the Griffin Arsenal still in business? As far as I know, it still supplies practice equipment for various educational institutions, including firebombs. Only the holy city endures. I feel your pain. If only Federico learned subtly and discretion, right? Still, it's just a corner of a building. It's far from over. Everyone can return to Laterano safely. What do you think? You're talking to the wrong man. I taught everyone how to dismantle the Abbey's old weapons and make use of them. Fuel is short while the winter is long. But if you think I instigated the fire, I won't argue. Come now, don't talk like that. Why don't we sit down and have a chat? Find a solution that we can all accept. Chat? Solution? Huh. Is there a solution that doesn't involve turning my back on a human being? I already explained my convictions. Will you truly accept a compromise? A group of refugees sought sanctuary at the monastery 7 years ago during a great drought. I closed the doors up to them. They stumbled, almost crawling, back to the wastes. It wasn't the first time I saw a sight like that. But I swore before the Lord that it would be the last. Am I wrong in my convictions, Executor? No, of course you're right. I understand your pain. There are limits to Laterano's power. The laws are imperfect. I think and therefore I doubt. For all its imperfections, though, Laterano was good enough for me. I don't want to see your peace and harmony be threatened by anyone or anything. I'm sure you can understand that.
Stefano's been through a lot. He's been through a lot.
It would be easier for me to persuade my colleagues if we reach an agreement here, and if you refrain from causing any complications. My mission would be easier if none of you lifted a finger. Just because not everyone can go back to Laterano doesn't mean that no one should. Laterano is to you as this place is to me. There is no need for any further talk between us. I ask you leave me be to my confession. Raimund, it's getting late. You should get some rest. Clement. I just had something to do. I'm really sorry about today. Don't think too much about it. We're leaving anyway. Right. When is that? Depends on Gerald. And Gerald. We'll be leaving tomorrow morning no matter what. Probably after matins. Matins. Oh? Do you know where Fortuna and Delphina are? I was looking for them. Did Joe not tell you? What are you talking about? Delphina, she's gone.
What a way to break the news to him, because those are his friends after all. Goodbye. Was that a word of farewell, or am I mistaken?
You possess basic language skills. It seems my previous assessment was incorrect.
You are Sankta.
Indicating a certain level of sapience and cognitive thinking. Communication appears possible despite deviation in physical form. Unknown level of contagion. Unclear if movement patterns change over time. Unknown level of danger. Notarial law regulations permit elimination of potential threats of unknown danger level in order to safeguard the rights of citizenry. No sign of resistance, no apparent will to survive. I'll try to make this quick and painless.
The monster stands in place. The path before it is blocked. It cannot go back to the past behind. Justification, anger, pain, all consumed within the no longer human body before it can manifest itself on the heart and hide. Before an obstacle it cannot surmount, the monster loses its strength to fight, but cannot let go of its last bit of pride. It stands silent, like a statue.
Wait! Executor, no!
Gerald.
Hyman. I'd have a mind to start praying like like Stefano, praying that the monster the executor was talking about wasn't you. It was a logical hypothesis. It has now been confirmed. Move aside, Gerald. No. You're interfering with official business. I know, you can point your gun at me, pull the trigger, bump off a sarcastic criminal. You won't get any complaints from me. But I can't let you kill Hyman. Explain. I can't give you a correct or proper explanation. All I can say is, look behind Hyman. There are 2 children sleeping beyond that door.
Children. My children. Look, Mama, that's where they wanted to go to. Can you help us find our mama?
They have no idea what happened. They're full of hope that you will find their mother. They trust you.
The sarcasm's rough, withered hand presses against that of the Sankta. There is no brotherly intimacy, no trust or understanding between friends. But the sarcasm's hand presses the Sankta's. The muzzle of the gun drops inch by inch.
Don't do it, Executor. Don't do it unless you've reached a conclusion that you're satisfied with.
I like the way Gerald handles things. Out of everyone here, I want him to be one of the ones that survives, because it's an Arknights event. It's Arknights. There might be more people that, go poof during this event, but Gerald, I like him. He is like one of the best characters. He's one of the best dudes in general. I appreciate how level-headed he is and how he handles things. Like, he's cool. He is very cool. He is the best hunter dude. He good boy. I do feel bad for Hyman though. Oh, Hyman. So sad. Now, it's time to fully adopt the babies. They're gonna not have a mom anymore, maybe. So, it looks like Federico's gonna become new mama. For reals this time. Time to adopt more children, ha ha ha. How was the start of the event? Well, at first a lot of people seemed sus. Like, of course Orin's always sus. And heck, even the other 2, they seem like they might be working with Orin now, except for Executor, like him, or Executor Federico. Like, he is the only one who's staying to the mission for the most part. And then there's Artoria. She was just there for inspiration for music, as one do. And yeah, it did start off with a literal bang, which is a big oof. Oh, Tuna, why? Well, she's now in her room. She's just gonna be chilling there, as one do. But we'll see what happens in the end next time, maybe. I hope Clement's gonna be alright. Like, Clement, I feel bad for him too, since he seems so sad about everything. But hey, we'll see what happens next time. For now, I want to eat the sweets that I have. And then also in like 3 minutes, it's gonna be a new day inside of Star Rail. I want Ruan Mei's light cone. Summoning her took so much. It was 81 summons to get my Ruan Mei. I'm glad I did not lose the 50-50, or else I would have just been super sad. But yo, I got her in the end on 81 summons. So I'm satisfied. I just gotta raise her some more. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Woohoo!